Garchomp sucks.
You know, I'm kind of happy that I'm a really funny person. I just hate that the side effect is that I'm also extremely depressed.
Oh,
Like,
Everything has a price.
Start
Yeah, like what-
drawing Flygon dicks.
no, I'm not you.
Can't
Like,
help.
is there a way I can respect respect my stats?
no, this is
Hard
Dark Souls
restart.
1. You have to
Said?
Yeah,
make a whole new
the hard
character.
restart. To be fair, Carlos, the hard restart's just suicide.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, like, no, can I respect my stats, please? Like, right now it's kind of all in comedy, but then I have the negative side effect of depression alongside it.
Okay, and then you wonder why they want to hospitalize you.
What? I'm pretty funny, at least, though, as I'm being carried away into the mental hospital.
Okay,
But can I
suicide is
respect
100%.
seriously, though?
I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of what school's supposed to be, but kind of fails.
No, I mean, like, I want to respect myself into, like, just put all my stats into money, but I have no comedy. I'm fine with being boring but rich, like most CEOs.
Just be Elon Musk. Blow up a bunch of self-landing rockets until it works.
Send cars into
Elongated
space.
muskrat.
Hey, if you're joining us, welcome to Space Patrol podcast number. I've lost count.
I actually did too. I think this is 8.
Is this 8? Erwin, tell us in the comments.
Well,
Welcome
no,
to
by
episode
then.
Erwin.
Welcome to episode Erwin. Yeah.
So good.
It will be
Hi.
when we get to the questions.
Yeah, honestly.
Oh,
Thank you, Erwin,
yeah.
thank you, Erwin, for always sending questions for us. Keeps me going slightly. One of the few things. Anyways, welcome to the Depression Cast. I'm your depressing host, Coby. Joined by me this week is Carlos,
Hey,
Monroe,
There's lines in my head and they won't get out.
Cable,
It's episode 7. Yes, fuck it.
Michael.
The King of Sorrow knows all your pain. He feels it all every day. I don't
Wow,
know.
this is the Depression Cast.
nice poem.
Yeah, I love the ending
Totally
part of that.
freeballed it.
I don't know. The ending, I don't know.
God damn this stupid fucking fan.
The fuck are you doing, Cable?
I'm trying to keep my fan on. We keep
Stomping
shutting
on his
itself
cat.
off. I'm not stopping on my cat. She's a good girl. She's finally relaxed. She's probably gonna bite my leg in like 3 minutes, and I'll
Cable's gonna
scream.
kill his cat.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, he's not Asian.
My cat's gonna kill me first, and I'm fine with that.
Honestly, yeah.
She's a good
fine with
girl,
your
and I would
cat,
never do
just-
anything to her.
You're fine
If
with
I
your
had
cat
a
just
mother-
eating your dead body.
Oh, I'm not gonna
Cats
complain.
don't
I'm
do
dead.
that. You know, actually, there's a study that cats don't do that until after a long ass time. Same with dogs.
Well, that's fair if they have no other source of food and they're like,
No,
I
yeah,
don't
no,
know,
it's
that
like
that thigh's mighty tasty.
Yeah, no, the whole thing about like cats not whatchamacallit, cats eating you immediately after death is wrong because cats do love you. They're just big sundares about it.
Yeah, that's how Belle is.
Yeah.
Except she's not. She's just annoying.
I don't think she just doesn't like you.
Welcome to
No,
the
she
cat
loves me.
cast.
She'll rush into my room and jump in that other chair, and then jump in this chair if I don't start petting her quick enough.
I relate a lot to cats because they're just like, how do I deal with this crippling loneliness? How do I deal with my emotions? And then when you go and touch them, they're like, don't you fucking touch me. Don't get near me.
I don't need help. You need help.
This podcast is getting too real.
Yeah.
This is getting slightly.
Man, if
slightly
if the
crazy.
apartment doesn't fucking charge me for that pet registration fee, shit's gonna go bad.
Oh, yeah.
Go pull fucking Cowboy Bebop on the apartment building.
Oh, whoa. Make sure you play some video games beforehand so you get that,
Yeah.
that inspiration.
Oh, dude, I'm doing it now.
for
I'm
violence.
playing
need all that
Bloodborne.
practice.
I got the pistol in my left hand. I suck at parrying, but I can do it sometimes.
You know, every now and then when I just need to feel angry, I just play Minecraft, and then a murderous rage just takes over me.
When I need to feel angry, I just look at myself in the mirror.
Just delving in deep into the controversy.
Oh, well, I'm like super angry. I'll just play Necropara.
Wow. Why are you my friend?
I kind of
I'm
wonder that
kidding.
sometimes too.
Yeah, I know. I'm such a shitty person.
No, not because of you. I'm just a fucking weirdo.
No. Oh wow, this is okay. Before this turns into a therapy session,
No, we need to do
So-
that another podcast. We have done too much shit to do for this one. We already missed a week.
yeah, we did miss a week, but we were all fucking busy with work, and we're not.
Let's be
Blowing
honest,
up
we were
any
watching Evo.
We were watching Evo. Yes, never mind.
Yeah.
I was watching Evo.
Evo was pretty
Cable was
good.
Cable was sucking toes on the beach.
No,
I
not
don't
on
know
the
what Carlos
beach.
was doing. Okay, I don't know what Carlos was doing.
We're like
Uh,
every Mexican in this country.
Oh,
Mm.
You
what about you,
wish.
Monroe? God. What about you, Monroe? Are you there?
Mostly work. A little bit of planning, moving things. Need to get a fucking desk.
I'm gonna do that this
Well,
week too.
How about we all start with our actual weeks? Hey, Carlos, what did you do with your week?
Not much.
I guess
I
past
did
2
get to
weeks,
see.
actually.
I did get to see two really cool new things recently. The first one that I think more people would know about. I saw Quentin Tarantino's new movie, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and it was pretty good. I would go. It's more Pulp Fiction-y, I would say, but it was pretty interesting. There's not a whole lot of plot. It's more about character development between Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio, but it deserves one solid watch. And the second thing I saw was a show called The Boys, which was really fantastic.
Oh, I heard. I've heard about the boys.
They take the best parts of Watchmen, Injustice, and Dark Avengers and sort of just make commentary on it on like our world. And I don't want to spoil a lot of it, but it definitely deserves a watch.
You can go into more detail without spoiling it if you want.
I'm trying to think. Because there in the first 5 minutes, there's a huge spoiler that goes on into the rest of the show. But it's sort of I like sort of how I said about this. Like these all these heroes, they're being idolized, but you see how they're really evil and stuff, or how they're very selfish and sort of stuff like that. Very corporate. You see these group of normal expose that, but in their world, it's well, they're the villains because they're trying to take down the heroes. So it provides that good different perspective.
Yeah, pretty good. I know
Yeah.
because I also watched it.
Oh, you did?
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Man.
I haven't watched it, but I remember during Evo there were a lot of ads for it.
Yeah, I know. That's probably what caused me to watch it.
You definitely will like it, Cable. I strongly recommend it.
Yeah, I need to watch more shit in general. I do nothing all day when I go home from work.
I just crawl in my bed and be alone with my thoughts. So I try to start watching stuff so that doesn't happen. Man, welcome to the depression cast. What did you do with your what else did you do with your week, Carlos?
And that's depression. What else did I do? Not much. Just like how we were talking about, we have to work ourselves to death, and it's mostly a lot of that. But overall, no, not much. That's mostly what I was doing with my time, just watching that show. And this weekend, I was able to go see the movie, and that's pretty much it.
All right. Hey, Monroe, what did you do with your past 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Because we missed we missed last time because of Evo, and everyone else just being busy.
I've been trying to draw a little bit more, but work is being annoying. I'm gonna be working less in the future, though. Forever. Because I think they're getting upset with me when I say everyone in this store will perish, like every day.
Man. Watch out now. You're not fully white, so they won't put that as mental illness.
Hey, look. Going to Panera Bread is a mental illness.
Oh.
Damn.
That's a scientific fact.
All right, send this to your manager so you can get out a little early.
Jesus Christ, what is being dropped in the background? Someone suplex a baby through a table or something? Because if so, why aren't you recording it? Anyways, what else did you do with your week?
I drew a couple of things. I posted it. I posted them on the not Twitter account, the other account, forbidden account
The Furfanity account.
for Affinity.
I pronounced
Yes,
it wrong on purpose.
I'll fucking.
Balls
I might
exposed.
link it.
God.
I might link it because my insanely rough stuff I still want to post somewhere, but probably just not to Twitter.
I mean,
Your
Twitter's
Twitter.
full of pretty. Twitter's full of pretty degenerate stuff.
No,
I should know
sketchy is not sketchy as in degenerate. Sketchy as in just like a sketch, like not close to finished.
Oh, I was gonna say because I follow most of the degenerate
Good
stuff on
God.
Twitter.
Yeah, I bet you do. Twitter degenerate stuff is the worst.
Toku, did you bite a chunk out of my pop filter?
What is going on with your cat?
I don't
Oh my
know
God.
what is.
No, she
Cable
may
is
have
having-
done it. She may have done it the past week.
Cable is
It's not a
experiencing
lot,
cat
but-
difficulties.
I'm not. She's adorable. I think honestly, this thing's falling apart.
Kind of like my life.
Yeah. Your life's
Yeah,
less black.
you
now.
agreed with it, so it's true.
Kind of like Attack on Titan after the Expedition arc.
God.
Anyway,
How far is the exhibit? Like how many?
the Expedition
episodes
arc
is
is the second one. It's the one where they introduce the female Titan.
Oh, okay.
And I've made it to just past that arc. I've finished the
You
one
have-
right after it.
Are you done with season 1 then?
I think I could check, but yeah, I've made it to right after fucking
The
Stois. Is that the city? Yeah, the
Yes.
encounter at Stois inside Walsina.
What is your opinion on season 1 so far?
The ambush plan falls apart because they forgot it's stupid and still the best arc out of the 3 I've seen is the expedition arc. The first one, there's too much people not doing anything and inner monologuing because they want an excuse to inner monologue and they're not doing it during fights like other anime, so they're just like, okay, let's stop for now and inner monologue and maybe have a flashback while everything's on fire. So that's probably the worst part of the first arc. Other than that, it's fine. The second arc is pretty dang good. Like, it shocked me how solid it was. Pretty much all the story elements work. There's no stupid loose ends. The whole dynamic of different levels of the military withholding different amounts of information from their from the people they delegate orders to is pretty interesting. Basically the second arc is what cemented Erwin as one of my favorite characters.
Oh yeah, you're going off of how the Japanese pronounce it. I forgot because watching the English dub.
Yeah. No, there's one I noticed in the arc right after the forest arc. There is one Japanese voice actor that says Erwin.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the leader of the military police. He pronounces it Erwin. But
yeah. The alcoholic.
Yeah.
Yeah. That dude's cool.
If I had to say where I think the show should improve the most, it's probably with showing off its world. Because I think that's why I liked the second part the most. Because half of it was basically just explaining how the military operation was going and being handled, explaining their formation. And then in explaining that, it also showed how they basically withhold and expose certain amounts of information to other people to basically expedite whatever their goal is.
Mm-hmm.
And the other arcs kind of do world building aside from character building, like they separate them.
Mm-hmm.
Just showing the military police is corrupt. It's done pretty ham-handedly. It's fucking.
Now the best part about all of this is, in my opinion, season 1 is the worst season. And season 2 and 3 are the 3 is like a lot of people who like the show and like the manga say 3 is the best season, and it is, but there's always like the standstill between season 2 and season 1 because season 2 does slow down the pace, but it has better pacing than season 1 did because you watch it back and you kind of notice that season 1 has kind of bad pacing issues with those monologues, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it gets a lot better in season 2.
And
Season 2 is really good.
as far as like extremely big general sweeping flaws, like flaws that are just kind of at the root of what Attack on Titan's trying to be, Amnesia plot lines are stupid. It takes something insane to me to make the Amnesia plot lines not stupidly annoying. And I don't know. Maybe it will be. I don't think it'll be good enough to justify Amnesia plotline.
No, Amnesia plotline is always stupid in any whatever medium it's in.
I refrain from saying don't ever do anything when telling a story. I basically just say you probably shouldn't because to make it work, you would have to be a really, 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 really good writer.
Yeah, but the amnesia plotline, it takes a while to understand why he has amnesia, but it's a good payoff when it
All I
happens.
understand
There's only
is
one
that
problem with the amnesia thing is
all I understand is that Daddy Yeager just wants him to fucking get in the Titan, Shinji. I mean, get in the Titan, Aaron.
Yeah,
it's
essentially.
Like, and I don't know, fucking, it is a tad contrived to kind of say, oh, it's okay, the main character has kind of been central to the main ongoing, like, underplot of the story the whole time. He just can't remember it. That feels very unsatisfying watching it.
It becomes a satisfying when you know why.
Okay,
the only problem is that it takes a while. He puts the dessert on the table and you're like, but I want it now. And you keep slapping your hands away because like you got to go through the salad first. You're like, I don't want the salad, but eating the salad will make you feel better when you eat the dessert.
Okay.
See, you gotta trudge through that salad.
But the reason for why we don't know all of this information now, I'm saying, it is very annoying that reason is Aaron can't remember.
No, it's not just Aaron.
I know it's not just Aaron. It's obviously Annie because end of season 3, it showed flashbacks that hinted at other stuff with her. So
No, it's
she
not just
clearly
that.
knew
There's
something.
a reason why it's not just Aaron that's withholding the information, it's the military police. And that comes to a T.
Okay.
In the next 2 seasons.
But no, it's not even that Aaron's withholding information, is that he doesn't know it because he can't remember it because, I don't know, Daddy Yeager gave him probably some amnesia juice. No, wait, he did. That was in one of the flashbacks. He even said, you won't remember this. But,
Michael knows. Right, Michael?
Wait, well, I'm sorry, I was not listening at all.
We've been talking about it for a while.
Yeah, we were talking about it a while. I was saying Michael knows about Caught Up with Attack on Titan.
Basically, the biggest flaw with its storytelling I can see is how information is being kept. It feels contrived, and even when it's shown, I get the feeling it's still going to feel contrived up to that point.
All right, is that all your thoughts on Attack on Titan?
So far, yeah. I've only seen season 1, most of it at least.
All right. Anything else you do with your week?
No.
Cool. Who can I throw on this table now?
Huh? What?
Nice. Okay. Cable, what did you do with your week?
Okay. Well, past weekend I went down to the beach with my girlfriend. I'm not gonna say which beach. It was a beach that was very beachy. It's pretty fun.
There's only a limited number of beaches in the world.
I
went to Morocco.
Doesn't matter. No, I wouldn't go there.
Wait, bleep that out.
No, it's
No, then they'll know that you didn't go to Morocco.
Who
I almost
cares?
bleep that out too.
No, you think I have money to leave this country?
Now they know what country.
Now they know.
They already knew.
They know we're in Canada.
Oh no!
Oh, I'm not doing any of this.
They
Guys,
know
look at
we're in
this shit.
Alberta, Canada. Alberta, the capital city of
They
Canada.
know we're Legendary Mantis at Legendary Mantis _ Twitch TV. Oh, remember his fucking tag. I don't care.
Yeah.
All right.
I just want.
What do you mean you
know
can catch us? What do you mean you can catch us over at legendary _ Mantis at Twitch on Twitch TV?
What do you mean? Be quiet when I'm dead, but I get pissy when other people don't do it.
Oh shit!
Shut the fuck up.
good,
Okay,
Monroe.
I'm gonna stop.
I spilled my
God.
beer.
Oh, Monroe spilled his beer. He's drunk already.
No, I
Oh,
didn't.
fuck.
It just fizzed up and I wasn't ready for it. I didn't even open it. I put it down and I think it just. Damn it.
Okay.
Cable, you're weak.
Yeah, I'm going.
damn it.
Christ. All right, fine. I went to the
Fucking
God, that
monkey.
meme. Ah,
Alright.
okay, so
That's a joke for a video that's coming out hopefully later this week.
yeah. Ugh. All right, so
No
went to the
bowling
beach with
mantis.
girlfriends for until Wednesday. That was pretty fun. Missed a couple Evo announcements, but I caught up with them over those days.
We'll do an Evo recap.
Yeah, watched Evo with you on Bit Friday, and then Saturday we watched Dragon Ball Under Night and Sam Show finals. It's pretty good. I got a PS4 because I want to play Bloodborne again. And I figured while I was at it, I might as well get Sam Show, another copy of Under Night, and what else did I? Oh, I got KOF just for memes. Seemed interesting, so. So after I got that, I've been playing through Bloodborne again. Got cucked twice at work this week. It's pretty fun.
Actually.
Not literally cucked, but my work fucked me. So Friday night, it was really slow. We had the I had the opportunity to potentially leave early. I was like, yeah, I'll do it if no one else like has to go and do something. And the person who was telling me was like, okay, I'm gonna go ask the other runners. 30 minutes later, we're like, hey, where is M? We'll call him M. We were like, I don't know. We haven't seen him. And so we try finding him, and it turns out he just left without talking to like any of us. Apparently he somehow heard about the like trying to cut someone early, and he just thought, oh, if I just want to go, I can just go now. So he just left.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I was stuck
Pro
there
gamer
until like
move right there.
I was stuck there until like 10 because of that. Which wasn't bad. Granted, it was really slow, but it was boring. And
Sounds
then
like a cool dude.
today, I woke up at
Sounds
8.
like he got fired.
No, he's still there.
Huh.
I mean, to be fair, I'm pretty sure English isn't his first language. And, like, I'm not mad at him at all. It's just more like of a, okay, that's kind of weird. That's your thought process, but whatever. I guess in the end, I get more money, so hey. And then this morning, I woke up at 8 because I was supposed to go into work at 10. And my manager texted me and be like, hey, where are you? I'm like, I come in at 10. He's like, no, you come in at 8. I'm like, huh? I look at my schedule. For the first time in 3 summers, they just outright changed my schedule without telling me ahead of time. They've never done that before. It was like, okay, come in 8 to 3. I'm like, okay. So I'm just going to not eat breakfast and drive down there. So I didn't actually eat anything until like 2?
I guess you can't do that, right? Because I go every day without breakfast most of the days, but I guess that's
Well,
kind
I'm
of
not,
dangerous for
well,
you.
I'm not really supposed to. Like, it wouldn't be an issue if I wasn't literally going to work. If I was going to school, it wouldn't be too bad outside of me just being hungry in class. But with work, it's like, no, like, I need to keep it up. And because of that, my sugar got low like 3 different times today.
Ugh.
Because all I could actually do to raise it was just drink juice. And that doesn't work for too long.
Oh, I have a story about diabetes.
Okay.
It's not long. So like some days ago at Panera, someone had so first there's a system called rapid pickup. It's basically when you order online.
Mhm.
Um you're meant to do it at home and then come in and pick your thing up on like this shelf. Like you'll have a bag ready. Some people just use it on their phone and order in the store, which is annoying
That's a fucking
because
hustle.
yeah, because it's like, oh, I just won't wait in line and I'll just order online. Yeah, the problem with that is that if there's a long line and we're making stuff, there's like a pipeline of work. If you're just injecting stuff into that, it's going to slow everything down. So, but that's what this person did. And I'm saying that because we didn't know she was there. So when we saw this order for it was a coffee, it was just a coffee. So this person did an online order for a coffee while they were sitting in Panera. Um, this coffee was like it had like 4 or 5 modifications. It
God.
was like a caramel latte or something, but she asked for like extra pump of vanilla, extra pump of caramel, replace the normal caramel drizzle with the salted caramel drizzle, like, and then add foamed almond milk and something else. Um,
I feel like
so
the person who ordered this has the name Karen with a K.
oh no, it was a college. It's like a college age person.
Oh.
So which is weird because again, that's my theory. On average, the annoying customers are usually Karen aged women. Karen aged, you don't know about the system.
No, I know
Like
Karen aged women.
40s women.
Yeah.
People, I
40s,
was gonna say,
sometimes 50s women.
I was gonna say, most of us here have probably at one point worked in a customer service or had to work with
Yeah.
people or for people that are like that.
But there's
So I
like a
think we all know
system.
what a Karen is.
It goes from Zoe, Sarah, Karen, Barbara. Is the next one Doris? I think the next one's
The-
Doris. Basically,
the-
every decade age bracket, the name changes. Karens, which are the 40s, are usually the worst. Barbaras are right next to them. A Karen and a Barbara together are a nightmare.
God, so we're just making a
It's
tier
fucking
list for manager
WrestleMania
hunters?
tag team.
It's like that. The worst thing it can be is like
I'm
a
super upset
Karen
you
and
talked
then like
over
her in-law, like her in-law aunt, someone that is 10 years older than her, but they talk a lot and like so when Karen's like, "Can I have an extra fucking whatever?" and we say, that's not rung up and I don't think you paid for it." Barbara fucking slides in and they just start yelling about a bunch of different shit and it's just they just want you to give them the free food. That's another thing. Anyway, the coffee order, a lot of modifications, like extra pumps of like the vanilla stuff and the caramel stuff. And I like look at it as I'm walking over from somewhere. I look at it on the screen. So then I call over the one of 2 people we have that can actually work on the barista because I don't know how to make the drinks. And only her and the supervisor knew how. So I call her over and I'm just kind of curious. I'm like, how would you actually make this? Like, what does this drink come with standard? And then she kind of looked at it for a while in shock and was like, I think it's like total 2 pumps of vanilla, 3 pumps of no, it's 3 pumps of vanilla, 2 pumps of caramel. Like she was parsing it out loud. Um, and unbeknownst to us, there was a customer standing nearby. That was the customer that ordered this. So she was hearing us like try to parse out how to make this.
Mm,
We didn't know this because again, it was a rapid pickup. We thought the person was at home and gonna drive over to get it because people will do that. People will drive just to Panera and pick up just a drink. It happens every day. I don't understand it, but it does. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that
she
seems
heard
good.
us talking about that. So a little later down the line, when I'm actually working on making sandwiches because we're busy, that same customer comes up and like starts talking to the partner I have online. Her name's let's call her Jay. So Jay, um, Jay was not present talking about the coffee, by the way. This customer saw the 3 people that were present. So Jay is busy basically plating a bunch of stuff, and the customer comes up and starts like I don't know what to label it, but the condescending customer voice.
Ah,
I
Ooh.
it's just
the beginning of
so
I want to see your manager.
no.
in that
It
tone.
started. The sentence started with so just so you know, and I heard that, and my brain's like, oh god, oh no.
Ruh-roh.
So then I turn around and I'm like, oh wait, it's her, and then it hits me, oh shit, she heard us. And it's like it's not like I was insulting the customer ever. It was just I was just like, this is a weird order. Like, how do you make this? So she basically says that she doesn't appreciate people saying her order is weird. And
Don't order weird then.
yeah, so that's the first thing she says. Secondly, she says
Or embrace it. I'd be like, yeah, it's weird. Oh well.
secondly,
me,
she says also, I heard you talking. I think you might have put in too many pumps of vanilla into this coffee. Third thing she says, I'm diabetic. A diabetic person ordered a coffee with extra vanilla syrup and caramel, both of which have a lot of sugar, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's usually how that works.
I mean, I'm downing a thing of taffy right now.
Food sounds.
But she specifically said, so I think, do I have this wrong? I thought she planned for only having a certain amount of pumps. Like pumps of vanilla, not pumps of... So then she basically took her insulin beforehand.
Yeah.
Because I'm under the impression she did that.
I mean, that or she had a
So
pump.
she says that she might have had a pump. I didn't see one. It could have been inconspicuous, but I have an aunt that has a pump. So I know they like usually clip on the belt loops.
Yeah, I would say the pumps aren't like massive.
They're not, but I thought I would have seen it. But anyway, she says, I'm pretty sure that you did an incorrect amount of pumps for this, and I'm diabetic. But I'm gonna drink it anyway.
Okay.
I just wanted to let you know that. So she was telling Jay this whole time, who, by the way, had no idea what the hell she was talking about. I think there might be more sugar than I anticipated in this drink, and I'm diabetic, and I just wanted you to know I'm drinking it anyway. So was kind of just, oh yeah, her name's fuck. I doxed her.
Monroe.
Damn it.
It's
Now I
alright,
have
they'll
to
find
censor
it.
Hold on. 32.
You don't
That's not
have
too
to.
bad. I should
You don't
to
have
be
to, it's a first
safe.
name.
Well, we'll see.
Whatever.
I'll probably do it to be safe.
Anyway, Jay's just kind of nodding her head this whole time and trying to continue plating as this is happening. And I'm just kind of looking over my shoulder as this happens.
Waiting
So that
for her
was
to
like-
drop dead.
I don't, because I'm like, it fucking... The only point in doing that was to make someone feel worried and terrible because they think something's going to happen to you. Why say, I think I shouldn't drink this, I'm going to drink this?
By the way, next time you probably shouldn't let a mixed boy make the drinks.
What the... Excuse me? I told you I didn't even make it.
You know what?
Yo,
I have a
she
solution
thought
for
the
this.
wrong person. Oh, she thought the other person was the one that made it. So
She
very
thought Jay was
clearly,
around to make it.
so very clearly, she either wasn't paying attention or just made assumptions.
Both.
Also, Coby, that solution wasn't gonna work. You're still outed.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, that's the diabetes story. Okay, specifically, I want to ask something.
Diabetes.
Is it not dangerous for someone with diabetes to consume too much sugar at once?
If you don't take insulin, yes.
Exactly.
I mean,
that's what I assume.
I just had a shitload of taffy, and that's probably gonna raise my sugar up later.
Yeah, that's what I assumed. I assumed she like had a set amount of insulin with her.
That or her sugar was
just-
super low to begin with.
maybe, but then
I don't know.
like
People
letting
are
us know,
dumb.
like if I fucking start foaming at the mouth and pass out, it's your fault. Now, excuse me while I drink this drink that I'm saying might make that happen.
That was a licorice one. Oh, those are bad.
Oh God, licorice flavored taffy. That
Yeah.
sounds hellish.
I'm glad I only got like 2 or 3. I think
Does
Lawrence
anyone
are
here like the taste of licorice?
It's all right.
Ugh.
I like it.
I gotta eat
Kill them
these 2
both.
to get
Oh.
rid of the taste. I got a pound of saltwater taffy and it's all gone now.
But
Uh,
sounds like a you problem.
well, Julio took a pretty big handful yesterday.
A pound. of
God, my fucking
Sorry,
ears. That's gonna
I hit the
pick up so
spring.
well.
Hell yeah.
So we
I
back
love
in the
Mike
mine.
Reserve.
And then tonight, after work, I hung out with my girlfriend and we had pizza and watched Detective Pikachu.
Hey, how was it?
Pretty good. I kind of forgot I didn't see it. Also, I don't know why, I forgot for the whole movie that the kid was probably mixed. So I was really confused at the end when it showed who the dad actually was. And I was like, wait, that's not right. Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
It just completely slipped my mind. This kid's...
That makes you look super bad. What if he was adopted?
Well, no, they said in the movie he wasn't.
No, he's not
I was
a
gonna
he
say,
is
don't
mixed.
you-
It shows
I was
his
gonna say-
biological mother and father.
No, I
Don't
just
you fucking
didn't
pull
think about it the whole movie.
I was gonna say, don't you fucking try to
Pull the
pull like you
Shyamalan
tricked
twist
me.
on you.
Don't pull a mantis. Oh no, I wasn't calling that mixed boy a monkey.
God. No, thought you were about to be like, you tricked me into being racist. I was gonna say, you did that to yourself.
No, like I just honestly completely forgot about it and didn't pay attention till the end of the movie. I was like, that's weird. Oh yeah.
Wait, what the fuck? Cable.
What?
What's this picture of your cat sitting on a computer tower?
It's a picture of my cat sitting on my computer.
You
That's
have
all
a
it is.
desktop?
I've had a desktop. I've told you this.
Fuck you. You keep complaining about how your laptop performs poorly. I thought it's because you didn't have a desktop.
I've had a desktop since the beginning of last year, Monroe.
Dude,
I bought it from
Stubby.
Shit, I'm gonna have to.
Is that your week? About?
Yeah, that's all I did. I didn't do anything else.
Hey, Michael.
Um,
I'm falling apart just like my life. Hey, Michael, what did you do with your week?
well, last week I had, watched Evo, of course. Mainly Dragon Ball Top 8, Mortal Kombat, and Tekken, which had some pretty good announcements that we'll get into. Can't say for sure if I'm gonna get back into it, but I have 2 really big reasons to. Coby knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, I know.
But,
I know.
Hey, I bought it again on
Yeah,
the
but,
PS4, so we can play if you want.
Hey, pretty good. All right. Yeah, pretty much that, and then rest of the week was pretty much setting up for finishing up classes and moving dorms. I'm gonna say where, obviously, but yeah, I had to move out of my current assignment into another one. So I did that Wednesday.
Or you sneak into an apartment before the new roommate gets there.
That's true.
Because I don't.
But
I think they forgot to do that.
Yeah, they haven't
Oh,
shown
oof.
at all.
Yep.
I don't know who this new roommate's supposed to be.
I don't even know if we have one, to be honest.
But yeah, tried out Janemba, who just came out for fighters. It's pretty good.
Hours. Yeah,
Pretty good.
the level 3 is pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yep. What the fuck else did I do? Oh, I started a new playthrough of Red Dead.
Hey,
Yeah.
just cause.
Yeah, just cause I kind of wanted to get back into it again. Probably find some secrets that I missed in my first playthrough. Outside of that, pretty much just kind of relaxed at home, wrote a little bit, and yeah, that's about it.
You're a writer?
Uh, Not really. I'm trying to get better at writing, so I'm just writing random shit just to be like, all right, let's see if I can practice character development and whatnot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes. Looking at pine martens now.
Well, I guess
Nice.
it's time for me to talk about my week. I didn't do shit.
Nice.
Real solid conversation.
Nice.
Fucking.
Look, when you Cable, it's not even Christmas. The fuck.
Padaroo.
Just slide that in to the video at this point.
Yeah, I'm going to.
I'm trying to actually think of what I did, and then I'm probably gonna have like bad anxiety that I don't remember what I did. Oh my God.
We played Under Night.
Yeah. Okay, so there's Under Night.
You beat me with
I
the
guess that's it.
anti-Semite puncher, as Raj likes to call him.
No, that's everyone.
There's a reason I didn't say that, because I'm not sure if that's gonna
Akatsuki.
go.
It's just Akatsuki.
Yeah.
Everyone who plays the game calls him.
Okay.
Yep,
About
everyone.
41 minutes. Gotta add 2 more.
I mean,
Christ.
why do you think the German word for oven is bitatsu?
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good.
That's
I'll leave that.
That's up there in podcast names.
Why the fuck did I pick? Why the fuck did I pick fucking? Wait, what's her name? It's not
Hilda.
Helena, is it? Hilda.
It's Hilda.
God.
Helena.
Just
I
play
was still
someone
thinking of
else
RE6.
then.
Shut up.
Play the new guy when the next version comes out, which we'll get into later. Hey.
Eunice is a bad game.
No, you just suck.
Bad game.
No, you just suck. Well, I got back into Tekken, playing ranked. God, that is a disgusting landscape of scum and villainy. And I've like matched, like unranked, and I honestly did a lot better in fucking. Because I don't like, I don't know what it is, but like I think I'm more relaxed when I don't have like my rank on the line.
I think that's a common thing.
Yeah.
And I was able to play against people who were higher ranked than me, and then beat them in sets, and actually be able to do like set play. And yeah, Tekken's still fun. I ran into like 30 Kazumis.
Oh yeah, because Evo.
Because of Evo. Look, just because the fucking character won Evo doesn't mean you're good with it. No, your fucking play's trash. That was literally my job at rank the whole time, because I was staying with Armor King. God, what else did I do? I waddled.
You said you saw The Boys. What were your thoughts on it?
The same thoughts you have, actually. You said what I wanted to say about it.
All right.
Pretty good. Whoa. That's whoa.
Who's yelling?
I don't know. That sounds like an angry mother.
Oh my god, Cable.
Is that on my end?
Yeah, that is on your end.
Yeah, this is why I didn't want to be on this podcast.
No, that's fine. Michael.
Yeah.
Just go
It's
in
nothing.
there and hit him with a cookie pan.
That's not a good idea.
No, it's not. It's really nothing bad. It's just my mom's voice carries. She's just on the phone with someone.
Ah.
Can you go somewhere where you can close the door?
No.
What about
Not
your
really
room,
anywhere.
Micah?
Yeah, see, if I do that, the connection's gonna be fucked, and I'm gonna be cutting out every few seconds because Wi-Fi is really spotty up there for whatever reason.
Understandable.
Okay,
how
can
that
someone
might be.
fucking explain Jeff Epstein's suicide to me?
All right, that we can go into
Yeah,
because
suicide.
Mm.
Of course it
okay,
was.
so here's the I have a like look. I know we're all surprised about Jeff Epstein's suicide. I'm pretty sure he was too.
Yeah, what the? Okay,
I'm
is
pretty
it
sure it
just
was a
a
murder
meme?
suicide. You know, a murder made to look like a suicide.
No, it's nobody believes that it was a suicide. Like people
It's
think.
just it's
People
like
think
the
like it
most
was.
it's the most like something out of Jason Bourne I've seen in a long ass fucking time. God, Carlos, we're not posting that meme. Yeah, that one's a little bit much. But like, no, like it's just like, oh man,
So he died in prison when he was under heavy guard, which is suspicious. Okay,
that
what did
put him
he
on
do?
suicide watch. And oh,
What
by
did
the way,
he?
also, no, I'm
Um,
joking about it because he was a piece of shit in life. So whatever, fuck it, he's dead.
I mean, yeah,
But
convicted sex offender.
yeah, and he had a possible list of other sex offenders in society that he was going to out, and he just happened to die.
Yeah, there were apparently people from DC, Wall Street, Hollywood, like all these big people. But of
Are
course,
you trying to
he just.
say that someone in Hollywood might be a sex offender? That's ridiculous. No,
no,
that's
that's
what are you
never
talking about?
happened.
I don't even know
Dun,
what you're
dun.
Weinsteining about.
Dun 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 dun.
I don't- Should we censor this part, or are we gonna leave
Oh, no.
this?
Nah.
No, we can joke about it. It's fine.
Hillary
like,
Clinton
it's
has
like-
killed you.
Whoa. That one you probably shouldn't have read out loud, you fucking dumbass.
Damn it.
That one we actually have to censor now. Thank you,
Okay,
Monroe.
Sorry.
This is why people yell at you for not being able to make drinks.
Fine. Then let's call this person Megatron. Megatron has killed you.
Yeah, added to the field of flowers.
Oh my God.
No.
Oh, you can explain that, Cable.
All right, so in the Transformers comics, or one line of them, there's a planet where every Cybertronian has a statue, and every other Cybertronian they've killed, whenever they kill another Cybertronian, a flower gets added to the field by the statue. Megatron's flower count is literally an entire field of flowers. And he literally looks at it and goes, ah, I may have fucked up.
Am I a bad person?
Damn it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the other thing. Nah, goddamn it! What now? What fucking meme?
No, we can't share these memes.
We
I
can't
mean,
share these memes.
we can
They're
show them, but
they're
that's it.
They're gonna send SEAL Team 6 after us.
Hey, wait, that means I die, right?
Oh shit.
Oh shit, that's happening tomorrow.
Yeah. It's like you fools. I was gonna say you fools. What you would call it? You think I fear death?
So anyway,
Not
yeah,
since-
we're basically living in the Matrix.
Not since 9. Anyways, what else did I do with me? Oh, I watched I got to marathoning a lot of the MCU movies and watching Endgame and Infinity War with Science Wife.
How was it?
Pretty good. She was
Have any-
understandably upset. She was understandably upset at the end of Infinity War.
Have any of your
And then-
opinions changed? Like, is there stuff you used to like you didn't, or stuff you didn't but now you did?
I know a lot more details now when I went back and watched Endgame. Watching it a second time is pretty crazy because I saw a lot of stuff again now that like I knew what was happening. I was like, oh, that's pretty good. That's a good small detail that I missed. This isn't that much of a spoiler, but like you know when they put their hands all together when they're doing like the whole Avengers like come together on like the time machine, right?
Oh, it looks like Iron Man's.
I don't remember them coming on
thing.
the time machine.
No, not coming on the time machine, you fucking foot sucking, toe licking degenerate.
What does that
I
have to
meant
do with
so
coming on the
hard.
time
Oh,
machine?
Cable, you would really enjoy Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Lots of feet.
That's a Tarantino movie,
Well, it's
right?
Quentin Tarantino movie.
No, but
They might
like
as well
it's
be the same
exceptional.
person.
Like I'm pretty sure he tried to meme himself in that movie. It
How many
is
hard R's
a
are
lot.
thrown?
Actually, none.
Wow, that's not a Quentin
Gross.
Tarantino movie.
Garbage.
Something's happening. The world's ending. Or did he use all his N-word pass in the fucking Django Unchained?
Well, Samuel L. Jackson isn't in this one, so he didn't get the pass.
Oh no. Oh no. The world's coming to an end.
I don't know. The next movie's gonna literally the whole script's every word's just gonna be that.
No, I'm just remembering.
It is going to be his last movie. Apparently, this was number 9, and his last one will be the last movie he ever makes. So
Oh,
that is
he's-
very much a possibility.
Oh no.
Apparently, at the last movie, he's gonna try to make us something like Star Trek.
No, that he was gonna, but he said he's not going to do that anymore.
Oh. So what's it gonna be?
I don't know. Probably whatever thing he wants to do.
Something foot related.
Probably.
And what if it's just a 3-hour-long movie with like a vintage overlay over it, and it's just literally videos of feet?
Dude, fucking I'll
What
pay
if it's a
top
movie?
dollar.
What if it's a movie where he's the antagonist and he's a serial killer that cuts off women's feet? He's just Kira, but with feet.
Does he have a stand too?
Oh my god. His stand is the N-word pass.
A floating
That's pretty
golden
strong.
ticket.
It's just Samuel L. Jackson.
It's his standard Samuel L. Jackson.
That's pretty strong.
Look. Oh, now that we're on it, actually, now that I think about it, let's come to that part of the week. Come to our weekly thing again because it's been a while. Hey, let's do a stand tier list of Diamond is Unbreakable.
Oh my
No,
god.
no, we can't.
Be
Not
here
this week.
for
Not this week.
hours.
We've got too much this week. Next week
Well, it depends on how much we have at the end, I guess.
Too much to
we
catch
have
up on.
10 questions.
And all of Evo.
True. All right. Well, I mean, and then the rest of my week was, like I said, spend up me self-loathing and crawling into a hole. Wait, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. There's only 27 stands at Diamond is Unbreakable.
We're not.
It's just-
We'll do it
I'm
later.
kidding. I'm
Oh.
kidding. I'm kidding.
There's only 50.
All right. Now that I'm done with my week, I guess it's time to hop into Evo.
All right.
So Evo, right?
Do we want to do this in finals order or just whatever?
We can
I
talk
mean-
about it in finals order.
Okay, I think I have the
Let's see.
schedule on my phone still, so I can look up. Which
There's only
one's
no,
one
first.
just the
game.
important- Just
There's
the
only one
important
game I
finals.
watched for Evo, and it's the one game I'm pretty sure no one else here watched.
What was it?
Smash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're missing out on a lot. Smash
Well-
Evo was wild.
Well, I was at the beach. I couldn't have watched. I didn't watch anything Sunday.
I fell asleep after Tekken because I couldn't contain the hype.
I just didn't watch it.
Okay.
Look,
I had the pack.
And
Smash
Michael-
Evo was crazy because they fucked over Japanese players. They basically, when considering people's world ranking, they did not consider They didn't count Japanese tournaments. They just didn't count those for seeding people.
Man, that
So-
sounds like they fucked up.
So you had a duck hunt make it in top 8, and he almost beat MK Leo, who's the person that won. MK Leo only lost one game, and it was to a fucking Mega Man, a Japanese Mega Man.
What I always say is that no matter what anyone says, tier lists don't matter. Play whoever the fuck you want to play. 'Cause
That's
if you
like
were actually,
honestly.
if you actually, no. Here's what I say. Because if you actually liked that character, you would be good with them.
in a well-designed game that holds true, and it seems like it's mostly holding true in Smash Ultimate.
so you're
There's
telling me
like,
Oh, dang, you fixed
Okay.
it before I could hop on that.
look, no, there are 2 characters I would say that doesn't hold true for. One is Sheik. Sheik is
Mhm.
so fucking bad. And it's because she's a combo character, so they're like, oh, when they're really good, people can just combo with Sheik. I have an idea. Make her moves do no damage and have no knockback. Yeah, like ever. You know her needles? Make them do under 1% each. Sheik got fucked in Ultimate. No one will argue with that. Sheik is like... People will argue over the worst character. Sheik is always in the bottom, like, 3, probably. And it's debated if she's the worst. people might say Bowser people say Bowser Jr. is stupid, first off. But basically, Duck Hunt is an insanely odd pick because literally half of what he does is shoot his can. His neutral B is a can that when it makes contact with the enemy blows up, and pressing B again once it's out, like shoots it, like with a light gun. So it goes like skidding a bit. So it's a bunch of like just aiming that to someone and pushing them into it and basically comboing your own can into the enemy. Which is like, Duck Hunt is like more of a puppet character than Rosalina, the actual puppet character. So that's why one being in top 8 is insane. But also the other character that is stupid is the new one, Hero. And that's because he's nothing but RNG. Every smash attack has a 25% chance to be a critical hit. Which, his average kill percent is 40. Most people's is like 80, 90. But he can kill you with a smash attack at 40.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Smash. Hey.
Hero's stupid.
Then?
Yeah, he literally has a move that has a chance to instantly kill you. I know he has 2 of them. He has Whack and Thwack.
Whack.
Yeah, it's the Dragon Quest hero. So his down B is a lot of Dragon Quest moves, and they're not balanced at all. I don't know why you don't care. Fucking biased piece of shit. I see what you're putting.
No,
Your
I'm not
motherfucking
doing it.
Sonic DX shit.
No,
sent me-
it is.
He sent me
It is
goddamn.
Sonic Adventure.
Yeah, it's Sonic Adventure DX. Oh, DX stands for directors. The default is directors. Look. Smash Ultimate is a great game to get into. I don't know why you fucking...
'Cause I don't have a Switch.
I don't have a Switch, and I just genuinely don't care for Smash.
Alright, I'll just buy you both a Switch.
Cool, I'll pawn it because
Okay.
I need money.
Cool. I'll literally only play Breath of the Wild and the sequel.
I
No,
don't
you'll
know.
play Ultimate.
No,
Me,
I
I may
won't.
get it just to play with Julio for fun.
Oh, you're gonna fucking
Monroe,
play
you
Smash
weigh like
Ultimate.
100 pounds with clothes on. I don't think you're forcing anyone here to do anything.
I'm gonna throw this Switch dock at you. It weighs like under
Cool,
a
so
pound.
so cool. So it's gonna be like getting hit with a notebook.
I mean, yeah. Switch dock is just hollow plastic.
Anyways, how Unis was crazy.
Oh yeah, Unis is great.
Unis was great. So, yeah, Enkidu got top 8, and I literally don't have an excuse not to play Enkidu anymore.
Even though you're playing Katsuki.
Katsuki didn't even make it.
No, yeah.
We just kind of Squish died in pools apparently.
Oh yeah, so did Red Blade. And everyone thought he was
I don't
totally
know.
gonna be top 8. It's a Wagner player.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, it was
The
only
gorilla.
one non-Japanese in top 8. And that was the Enkidu.
Sounds
Hey
good.
man, props to that dude.
Yeah, he tried.
Uh,
And hey, we got an Elton. I'm
so
happy.
French bread had the most. Okay, so for people, Michael, you know the whole thing behind French bread, right?
Yeah.
All right, Carlos, you don't know all the whole thing about behind French bread, right?
No.
The really funny
Bathrooms.
thing is, yeah, no, the really funny thing is French bread for a while was known to make like really good fighting games, but they were always like considered quote unquote poverty because they're usually obscure but have like a cult following, but not that many people play the games, right? So it started off with this
Okay.
backwards ass game called Melty Blood, and it can then evolved into Under Night in Birth, other dumb
Just
fucking
say
words,
Under
and
Night,
then
make it easier.
and then it becomes Unist. And so Unist, with as much backing as it did, was able to get a spawn Evo with Smash and Guilty Gear dying. You know what's really funny?
Guilty Gear's not dead.
I'm not dead, but they didn't get a main tournament,
It's because there's a new Guilty.
which is, god damn it, I was gonna wait for the announcement.
There's not a new Guilty. Forget that.
To be fair, we don't have an actual fucking way we're doing this
Yeah.
because we just completely skipped Soul
No.
Calibur.
Yeah, well, I was gonna go to Soul Calibur first. I just had some things to say about Unis.
That's fine.
Unist. Yeah, so I was just explaining to Carlos. So they're poverty as fuck, right? So one of my favorite things from all the salty people that Melee was gone was that they were saying French bread paid their way to get into Evo. Everyone's laughing. It's like, you think we got money?
The bitch, they don't even have money for the plane ticket.
Dude, no, that their announcement was great because it was a dude that came on screen with a phone on his hand where he had the script. He didn't memorize it or anything.
Nice.
And he just and they had like this commentator that was pretty hyped, I think under the influence. He just seemed drunk, or was that just me, Cable?
I can't remember which one.
Oh no, wait, Cable, we're not skipping Soul Calibur because Soul Calibur was
No, Soul Calibur was on Friday.
Yeah, no,
the finals were on
announcement was
Friday.
Sunday.
Yeah,
No, the announcement was Sunday. My bad.
Just-
I did not keep up with the tournament for Soul Calibur, obviously.
that's fair.
All
I
I
know
know
a
is-
2B
all
got
I know is
pretty
there was a
high.
Yeah, a 2B got pretty high. So yeah, that's for Cable. But yeah, yeah. So they just literally walked out and played a trailer with the dude reading the like prompter off of his like phone, which is like, yeah, that's French bread.
Hey, we're getting a new version of Under Night in early 2020, whatever that means.
I fucking hate the name.
It's unclear why
Michael,
you
do
don't
you know
like
what
the
the name-
name.
Shut the fuck
Are you
up.
are you unclear about the name, Coby? Is that clear to you?
Wait, what's the new Under Night name?
It's called Under Night in Birth EX Executable Late Clear CL-R, but everyone shortens it to Unclear because it makes sense to at least say. And they
You see my
announced
pain.
one new character
on.
so far.
They announced one character, he seems cool, and everyone's getting updates where the game looks even more fucking degenerate than it originally
Hyde.
is.
For any of you that played Marvel 2 and had to deal with Cable, Hyde now has a Hyper Viper. It's fucking stupid.
Oh, it's great.
It is a full screen EX laser across the screen off of a fireball explosion. Garbage.
You just haven't seen the bullshit they've given Eltnum yet. Eltnum's already a good character.
I hope she either gets a shitload of guns or just doesn't really change. Because I can't actually think of anything I'd want for her specifically.
Who won Evo for Soul Calibur in for Unis?
Well, Unis was Clear Lamp. That was the Byakuya player.
Oh yeah, the sister fucker.
Right?
Huh?
Not the player.
What?
Maybe I don't know.
No, not the player. Not the player. Not the player.
Oh.
Oh.
The character
the
he's
character.
playing. AKA, hey, you're in the corner.
Oh.
You don't get to play the game anymore.
Oh, so the woman that's with him.
That's
like,
not
in
that's
his
not
intro
his sister.
before- Okay.
That's someone pretending to be
Yeah.
his sister. His actual sister is dead, but he was like, "Yeah, I'm all for that."
Why did you recommend I play Byakuya first?
I thought you'd like the idea of the webs and stuff and like setting them up. I wasn't doing it based on personality. You don't
But that
have
would
to.
require
You
more-
don't have to think to play Byakuya.
You don't?
You
It
get them
really
in the
does.
corner. You set up like 2 or 3 webs. It's like, okay, guess or die.
Evolve or die.
If I throw you and there's a web,
Make your choice.
I'm gonna throw you into the web and get a full combo. But no, the guy played really well. Can't argue with that.
So that was Under Night.
Very excited.
So
Also bought PS4 specifically for the update because it probably won't be on PC right away. It's
So the next game we can talk about for that got that went to the top 8 was Dragon Ball Fighters, and Dragon Ball Fighters had pretty good top 8 despite seeing the same character. But still,
Bardock.
it was pretty. Yeah, Bardock
GT
and
Goku.
GT Goku. God, that's because they're the best characters in the game, and at this point, why would you have them on their team? But shout outs
GT
to, like-
Goku.
Yeah, but shout outs
Fighters is
to
dead.
I don't use them out of spite.
Fighters
yeah,
is
no.
dead.
And whatchamacallit, the shout outs to Fenrich who got Cell in the top 8 and went
My
pretty
boy.
far. Yeah, he played the characters he wanted to play.
Did
So
Cell
shout out.
get nerfed hard, or
No, he's just not as good as he compared to every other
Yeah,
character that's out there now. He's not as good.
Yeah, so it was
What
like a
about Yamcha?
monster on launch. Yamcha's
Yamcha's still good.
pretty okay
Yamcha's
despite
still
what
good, I
Raj
think.
and Messiah
That
argue
assist is
about.
still yeah. Shout outs to them. That name drop that Cable did.
Whatever. Well, we've already said Raj, and I don't think the other one will care
Well, Raj
enough.
has been on the channel. He doesn't care. And top 8 was really good for Dragon Ball. That set was stressful to watch. I wasn't even playing. That was just stressful to watch. But
Yeah.
like, congrats to Goichi beating Sonic Fox and having the actual dramatic finish IRL on
Yeah.
Evo stage.
Yeah, winning his first actual tournament for Dragon Ball, at least.
Don't you mean Evo? I think he's won Dragon Ball tournaments.
I thought they said that was his first actual like tournament win.
No, I think that's his first Evo.
Hold on. DPS.
Hey, Carlos. F. I was gonna say do the. Yeah, he says he'll be right back.
huh? Okay.
It was his first Evo. It was not his
Yeah,
first tournament,
okay.
'cause, you know, he's beat
I
Sonic
must
Fox.
I must have misheard then when they were talking about it.
Yeah. So congrats to Goichi in that really stressful top 8 to watch.
Yeah, that's always a good rivalry to watch because they always play really well and really fucking almost always down to the last few seconds. Which that game
Yeah,
seems
honestly, geez.
really hard with how much time they give you.
Yeah. Seriously though, like, good job. Also, we can talk about announcements. Hey, Michael,
Yeah.
how you feel about Janemba?
I remember writing this, but I'm happy to say that is probably my new main.
Hey,
Just because Portal shit.
you mean just actual Gargos?
Yes.
What's my
He's
mix?
so fun. I'm experimenting with a new team too. I have 8. I finally decided to retire 17 and sell. My new team
Hey.
is 18, Janemba, and Goku Black.
Well, why'd you retire 17? 17 made top 8 too.
I mean, I don't know. I still use them. I don't know. I just wanted to play 18 for a little bit, I guess. I don't know. I don't have a reason. But yeah, that trailer was pretty hype. Fucking can't wait to see how Gogeta Blue is looking.
Gene, that dramatic finish looked great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. Also, that level
Yeah.
3, pulling straight from the fucking Broly movie. That looks like you can hold it down, use 2 more bars to spend it to get the finish, which is rad.
Oh my god, that's gonna be so
Have
sick.
you seen the Broly movie? Oh, Carlos isn't back yet. F. I was, yeah. God, like, oh, I'm excited for Gogeta. Man, Super Broly has not been shown at all yet, though.
I was really hoping that they would, but I mean,
I guess they haven't gotten them done yet.
Yeah,
that
probably trying
was
to
my guess.
really make sure he's different from the Broly already in the game.
Yeah.
Which is going to
That's
be
fair.
hard because a lot of what the new movie Broly did was homage to old Broly.
Yeah.
I want like a string command grab that can end in the lariat, but the lariat should be different. It shouldn't be just going to the other side of the screen. It should be him putting your face in the ground and dragging it on the other side.
I mean, they could totally do that. That would make it different at least. And
That
they
would
can
be
maybe they
rad.
can make it a grab instead of a just hit.
Yeah.
A charging command grab. Oh fuck.
God.
Oh wait, jump or super dash.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Unless it beats Super Dash, which honestly should.
And if he has armor, it's possible. Unless it just doesn't beat
God,
out
give
air
him super
opponents.
armor too. But yeah, I wonder if there's going to be season 3. Wait, we're still on season 1, right?
We're
Or
still
am I
on 2.
stupid?
We're on season 2.
We're on 2. Yeah. wonder if there's gonna be a season 3 for Dragon Ball Fighters. Game's still young. We'll see.
Yeah. Only at
could
second
be.
Evo.
Still pretty good. All right, now we can go to Mortal Kombat.
This is all Michael.
This is on. Well, I watched it too. It was a pretty
Okay.
good top 8.
Yeah.
Pretty good top 8. I saw a lot of
Pretty good.
gears.
Yep, a lot of gears.
Can I get an
To
F
be
in chat
expected.
for Dragon? Can I get like an F in chat for Dragon? That man tried, and then he came up short, but still good work either way.
Yeah. Good work.
Yeah.
Did,
There were literally no announcements for Mortal Kombat though.
yeah,
Nah,
I noticed
I
that
mean,
on
they
this.
said-
What did you?
Yeah, like they said that they were gonna do the combat pack trailer on the 21st of August, but yeah, I don't know. I guess they probably would have released Nightwolf's trailer at Evo if they were like, no, we gotta actually show this before people completely boycott us completely and just lose hype.
God.
Speaking of Nightwolf, he comes out for early access in 2 days.
Hey,
That's rad.
let my people go.
God.
Jeez.
I mean, yeah, technically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That second fatality is really rough.
It is. Like,
It's
holy
really
shit.
rough. Like, oh, I was not ready when I saw that.
I
Have
just
you-
remember hearing your reaction. I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
Have you
That's
seen the
crazy.
second fatality cable?
Not the second.
I'll put it in the podcast stuff really quick, just so we.
Did I even see the first? I don't remember.
Oh, hold up. I'll look up both for you.
I think you showed me. I just don't remember it at all.
No, I don't want fatalities actions. I want the actual fatalities. I don't give a shit. Let's see. The fatal blow is all right.
Yeah. It's all right.
It is so all right, but like, here's a night wolf. I'm thinking it's gonna be like you have to sell. That's the fatal blow.
What a shitty fighting game.
Okay, I remember this first one now. Yeet.
Yeah. All right, Carlos is still there. He's just waiting for his roommates to shut up. All right, now here's the second one, right? All right, that's pretty all right. Like next step, pop.
What the fuck? Oh yeah, he's a stand user.
I mean,
That's yeah.
Me and my stand
Okay.
brother bear.
Shut up.
What the
Yeah, it's a pretty good stand name though. Don't know if it's
yeah.
It's prob.
I mean,
That's
someone's
a
probably
song.
made a Brother Bear song at some point in their
But yeah,
life.
Sonic Fox won Mortal Kombat. Big surprise.
No real surprise there. I mean,
He was probably in the
fucking-
mentality, I fucking just lost Dragon Ball. I don't care who's in front of me. I'm going to kill you afterwards.
I'm going to steamroll you.
Yeah.
Rodo.
So now he's gay, best
Where the fuck
MK
was my JoJo
player,
fighting?
and second best DBFZ player.
We should. Oh, first loser.
Oof.
Oh, no, I'm kidding. Sonic Fox is still better than me. All right. We can talk about Sam show.
Oh yeah.
Infiltration won Sam show. Good job on Infiltration.
Yeah.
Coming
Good
back
see
to
he's still
this-
doing good.
coming
And
back-
he's kicking ass.
Yeah, coming back to the scene from Controversy, which is like a lot of people don't know though. Do you know the full story behind Infiltration, Monroe?
The fuck is infiltration?
Oh yeah, I forgot. You don't play actual fighting games. Anyways, so Michael, Michael and of course Cable knows
Explaining fucking
infiltration.
DI, this stupid.
Good, you get all that out your systems.
I hope they did, because I'm cutting all of this out.
All right.
Stay free.
I'm not even gonna make the cut clean. Like, it's gonna be dirty.
Good.
Now I just
Okay.
want to play Coby and Smash.
Okay, Samurai.
Why? Because you lose at every fighting game.
Samurai Showdown, Infiltration
Samurai
1. There were a bunch of Ginjuros.
Yeah, which sucks because I played Sam Show as a kid. Like, granted, like I'm not good at it, and it was like in an arcade in Vietnam, a long ass time ago. And I was like, I picked Genjuro because I knew it was pretty cool. And so when I was like, oh, new Sam Show's coming, I'm probably gonna play Genjuro. No, everyone plays Genjuro, and I'm like, well, great. Now I'm gonna look like a fucking tier whore because I'm like gonna want to play Genjuro. But Genjuro's so good.
I mean, you can play Ginjuro. There's no one stopping
Yeah, like
you.
who gives a fuck?
Yeah, true.
Honestly, he could very well be nerfed anyways.
Honestly,
after this.
the one thing, I feel like just the card needs to be nerfed, and a lot of his moves need to be actually unsafe compared to reflect, and I can buffer and DP afterwards.
So for those who don't know, Ginjuro's fireball is he throws out a playing card essentially, that if you block it, it bounces in the air, and still has a hitbox, so it can hit you twice essentially.
Only the heavy one though.
Oh, it's only the heavy? I thought it was all of them.
No, it's only the heavy one. If it was all of them, he would actually have been too broken.
So the heavy one. However, this means if you block the first, if he's close enough and he just throws out a raw fireball point blank for whatever reason, if you block the first one, I think you have. Do you have to stand to block the second one, or can you low guard?
You have to stand. I think. Actually, you might be able to low guard. I
think it hits mid, so I think you can low guard.
Right.
Either way, you have to block it while also dealing with whatever mix-up he wants to do. And he also has a command grab, so he can literally just run up to you and just grab you, and you can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Or you jump and get hit by the card.
Yeah. Ginjuro was really good. But yeah, shout out to Infiltration coming back from controversy and winning Evo for Sam Show.
And Sam Show getting, well, do we want to do this now since they announced it kind of later?
We'll announce that part in tandem of the other game later. But we can.
Okay,
I do want to say, like, the one joke I wanted to make. Bitch broke all my trophies. Let me go get some more.
Yeah.
Jesus, Carlos, you're making a sandwich over there?
No, I was just opening my water bottle.
God. Fucking doing an ASMR session, getting that water bottle open. But yeah, Sam Show Season 1, all the DLC got announced. Pretty good set of characters.
Yep.
Mostly just returning characters. I don't know if you guys know most of them. And I'm really upset that the #1 pulled character was the chick with the bow that came back because I hate that chick.
Oh yeah, she is there. I forgot it's just not showing the trailer thing. But yeah, we'll talk about that later with the other thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
but god damn it, why?
We also do it now since we're talking about the game.
Yeah.
I mean, I have
one big thing that Soul Calibur was kind of quiet for a while, but like Soul Calibur and what happened was during Tekken Top 8, they came out and they showed off the new season trailer for Soul Calibur, which was choppy, which there was choppy and freezing a lot, and I'll get back to that in a minute because it's really funny. It was choppy and freezing a lot, and it showed up Cassandra, and I'm like, okay. I mean, that's cool. She's a returning character. I don't particularly care for Cassandra, but props to people who got the character back, right? And then it was like, hey, season 2. and then they did like one of the best reveals ever, which was like, hey, we have a guest character, and then they zoomed into the kid. Like at first, like it looked like the trailer was gonna end, right? And a cherry blossom fell, and motherfucking Maru from motherfucking Sam Show is going to be in Soul Calibur. And like I remember just like being up there at the at our local, and everyone just kind of freaking the fuck out when it was when Maru was on screen. Yeah. Uh Soul Calibur gets their next guest character. So I guess all Namco games are doing that now.
Yeah, and they're getting a season 2, which is good because, like you said, they were really quiet after I think it was Amy released.
I think it's like props
Amy.
to like the Soul Calibur community keeping that game alive.
I mean, they didn't do what Capcom did sometimes to be quiet for like an extremely long time. Be like, here's a map or a costume.
Yeah.
So,
now
good.
since we can get
Good
towards
Soul Calibur didn't
Capcom
kill
side,
itself.
that's next. Yeah. Oh wait, no.
Oh my
God, we gotta talk about. Yes, Soul Calibur still lives.
Yeah,
We gotta talk about
Sam
Cross
Show.
Tag because Cross Tag.
Oh, and Cross Tag.
No Cross Tag. No, we finished Sam Show.
No, we
just
didn't.
all the deals.
Oh,
no, yeah,
do we
did.
not want to talk about the characters?
I mean, like, I don't remember all of them off the top of my head. They're all returning characters from previous games.
I'll post a link with all the Evo announcements in it, so if people want to look at the article and see all the things they can. Also, they announced KOF 15.
Oh yeah, yeah. KOF 15 is gonna be a thing. Just a logo though.
Yeah.
That's all we got. That's all we got in our budget.
All right, now we can get the Cross Tag. That crazy shit.
So Cross Tag got 2 new characters.
It's getting 4 technically, but yeah, it's these 2 specific ones.
4? There's 4? I didn't know about 4.
Okay, yeah. So I'll go over it. So BB Tag, they're releasing essentially version 2.0 of the game, which is they're gonna add 9 new characters. They've announced 4 currently. A character from Shinron Kagura. So they're adding Shinron Kagura characters. I think the character's name is Yumi. They're adding Neo from Ruby for another Ruby representative because they've been really lacking on that side. And then for whatever reason, they added Akatsuki from Akatsuki Blitzkampf and Blitz Tank. So they added a literal tank with a skull on it into the Cross Tag. It looks so stupid, but I love it so much. Like that's almost tempting me to. That's almost tempted me to buy the game. Yeah.
No, here's the other crazy thing about Cross Tag Top 8, right? They finished an hour and 30 minutes ahead of schedule.
No, those rounds go so fast.
That game is like insane.
Like, it's ridiculous.
When you actually know what you're doing. Carlos, there's a tank in the fighting game now.
Yeah.
Here's a picture of it with Tim's.
Showed me the trailer for that shit, and I'm like, a fucking tank. I'm just like,
yeah,
what the fuck is going on?
Blitz Tank.
Also, that the 6 Shavakatsuki parrying something, just going right in the super.
God,
that'll be fun.
So yeah, that was the announcements for B-Tag. Now we gotta get to Street Fighter. Congratulations to yeah. Fuck, I already forgot. Was it Bonchan that won?
Oh man, I don't know. I didn't watch it.
Oh
well, I couldn't.
Me and Michael had to watch it to get to Tekken Top 8. Hold up, Evo 2019 SF5 winner.
God.
No, just tell me who it was. Oh my God.
What are you talking about? It was obviously infectious.
Oh yeah, we can talk about that botch. Monroe, you gotta be here. We gotta be here for this. Monroe, you there?
I'm here.
All right, so what had happened was, right? Yeah, it was Bonchan. I was right. Bonchan won Street Fighter 5, right? They fucked up so hard. Because when Bonchan won, for some reason, it was like winner, right? It says, the winner in their name. It said winner infectious. And it was another dude that was in top 8.
I'm agree if it was some dude that didn't even make it the top 8.
Yeah. It was great. And fucking like all infections started getting up and bowing and stuff like that. Yeah, I want Evo.
And it's
And
like-
you saw it?
And it's like, but you just lost.
Nah, I want Evo.
Okay.
No, it's not you just lost, Cable. It's you lost 3 matches ago.
Oh,
You
it
were
was
eliminated.
that- I-
How hard do you botch that?
It seems like this
Oh,
Evil had a
man.
lot of weird kind of production issues.
Oh
Yeah,
wait, no. I
And then
can
there was
hold
the
on.
issue with Tekken, which we'll talk about later.
Wait,
we will talk about that.
let me talk
I-
about an issue with Smash first. It's one that's actually really funny.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
go
Not an
ahead.
issue.
Okay.
So basically, there's some well-known Smash casters. Homemade Waffles is the name of one of them, and there's a few others. And okay, there's a joke about Smash 4 casters that they basically are just yelling in pseudo ebonics the whole time.
Mhm.
And I mean, it's not wrong exactly. Like there's literally a section where Homemade Waffles is like, oh shit, fucking grape soda, fucking watermelon. Except
feel like
he's
that was
black. He's
racist.
black.
Okay.
Black.
That did
Okay.
seem racist.
No, he's doing it as a joke because this is after people have said. This is after
Dude,
the
if
stereotype
you think
came
if you think that's Ebonics, I wish you were like there to see old Marvel commentary.
But
That,
Okay,
that
but-
it was another language. Happy birthday. Where's my mango sentinel? Krispy Kreme ice cream.
What are we talking about?
I'm talking about Marvel commentary.
Oh, okay. I literally
But
left
wait.
when Monroe started talking about Smash.
wait, okay, but for Smash,
Time to leave again.
Evo, no, because Evo isn't Evo like streamed like to TV like on Disney XD or something?
Sometimes depending on the game. I just
think
watch it on Twitch.
I think this
Yeah.
is why this happened. So there were actual like in person like Homemade Waffles and a bunch of other people that are really popular with Smash players, like popular commentators.
Mhm.
They were in the back of the room on the TV in the dark talking to the people that were there like physically at Evo. And then Evo had 2 completely different casters in the foreground at a table. So every time it cut to them talking, you would just see Homemade Waffles popping off in the background on stage and just thinking, "Oh man, why isn't he the commentator?"
No, that's
But
that's
I'm
like,
pretty sure the reason why is because they were afraid to put him on Disney XD.
Hey, if they
Yeah,
could
you
put
gotta count
Bayonetta
that.
on Disney XD, anything could be put on Disney XD.
Bayonetta's total. She has limited clothing disappearing in Smash Ultimate. It's not even.
Yeah, but
safe for
imagine
work.
people watching like last year's when the guy won Bayonetta. It's like, oh, I'm gonna look up Bayonetta. Google Bayonetta. Oh,
Oh, you mean the character that a lot of people who don't know, like female representation thinks that she is a very sexist character?
why is my
Let's not
pee
get
pee
into
hard?
that.
Dude,
Let's not get
shoutouts
into
to
that.
shoutouts to that one. Shoutouts to that one chick that's now forever a meme. This is why I hate video games. It always appeals to the male.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I've
that
seen
fucking BuzzFeed.
That was
Yeah, I know
literally
what
from
you're talking about.
Bayonetta. When I'm like, it's like, her character's a dumb bitch.
Bayonetta
And she's like,
is
it's
like
not that there's a difference between like the Japanese shit of like, oh no, senpai, I fell on my clothes got unbuttoned, and like, yeah, look at my sexy body, bitch, I'ma step on you.
Bayonetta's like literally one of the most empowered female characters in games.
Which is why she's one of my favorite characters. She's awesome. Also the glasses.
The class.
The
Okay,
glasses
wait,
make it
wait.
work. It's
I have a
pretty good.
question. Do you
Yes.
prefer long hair or short hair Bayonetta?
Damn, I was about to ask that.
I like short hair, but I like one's costume more.
I personally
Understandable.
like her with long hair, but I like both versions. I just
Short
like long
hair reminds me
slightly
of
more.
like all the teacher fetishes I've ever had.
Oh my.
Okay.
Now I'm not talking about wanting to
All
fuck
right.
my own high school teachers. No, they were all ugly. But I'm talking about like,
Oof.
stay at like,
Jesus Christ.
the bad teacher thing.
think I'm a degenerate.
No, I'm pretty degenerate.
Yeah,
Just not as
Persona
degenerate.
5.
Now it's in
Yeah,
my head. I can't see
Persona 5.
Bayonetta. I cannot see Bayonetta as anything but a bad high school teacher.
I'd
I'm
let her
thinking more
fucking
college.
teach me some
I
shit and then
I think
punish
college
me for getting
professor. I
some
could
shit
see
wrong.
more. I could see more college professor.
It's just her second. It's her the Bayonetta 2 design, especially short hair Bayonetta with her glasses.
Yeah.
So good.
Anyway, I was gonna say that's my personal favorite.
All right, so
Okay.
that was the botch for Evo had. Evo had some botches this year. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. For
little
some of
bit.
the no, for you don't know the whole thing behind the Tekken thing, do you?
Yeah, we'll get to that
No,
though.
I don't. But I'd like to point out, in trying to be more PC in Smash, Evo put all of the black casters in the back of the room, while.
Mm,
Okay,
man.
no, I think the female caster was like
man.
Middle Eastern.
Look,
But
man, like I said, you have too many McRibs and everything just goes blurry.
what the?
Oh, you don't know the story, man. Yeah, I forgot you're really new in
McRibs?
you're really new in the fighting game scene. All right, so there's a whole
The
joke
fuck?
behind There's a whole joke behind Mr. Wiz and always spending all the money on Evo on McRibs to the point where Evo chat became sub only for a little bit and they censored the word McRib.
Oh my fucking god!
This year,
What?
yeah. What's
Wait.
up, Cable?
Like McRibs?
Oh,
as in-
no!
Jesus
Oh,
Wait, what?
Man, chalk that up today since last Tiananmen Square joke.
Oh my
who?
god!
Where?
God.
I'm not even surprised that it exists. I'm just surprised it happened so quickly.
I'm
Dude,
pretty sure this
Unis-
has
all
been
the people-
around.
People who play Unist are just all shit posters.
I actually did get this off the Unis Discord. I don't love this one. No one actually plays the game.
We probably shouldn't post that. Just leave it as
I mean-
vague so people can
Oh, no, I
imagine it
know.
and feel bad. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Anyways, now we can talk about Street Fighter. The really bad thing about Street Fighter is Steam fucked up super
Yeah,
bad.
Steam like actually cucked them this year.
Steam
Yeah.
fucked up their announcements because they had 3 characters that they were supposed to surprise announce, but Steam fucked up and leaked 3 characters. The 3 characters.
Yeah. Like with
Yeah.
full trailers too.
What? Steam leaked
Yeah,
characters for what game?
Street Fighter 5. They messed up the schedule and released it like just way too early.
And
Fuck.
before they could take it down, people were already downloading and putting it up, of course.
Yeah.
So,
So
shout outs to E Honda, Lucia, or yeah, what's her
Lucia,
name?
it's
Is it
Lucia.
or-
Poison.
Alright.
Yeah.
Oh, so Lucia gets in Street Fighter 5 but not DMC 5.
but not the Lucia you want. It's probably
Yeah, it's not
Lucia.
the
I think it actually pronounced Lucia now that I think about it.
Yeah, Lucia, E Honda, and Poison.
Yeah.
Poison
And
looked fine up until that windscreen. They
Yeah.
fucked up the mapping on that mouth. It
But,
does not look great.
the producer said that they're gonna do more announcements in November and December. But other than that, they didn't have anything else for Evo. Like they got completely ruined.
Yeah.
Like Janemba kind of got ruined too by Nintendo.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, everyone kind of already figured it was Janemba, so
Yeah.
it wasn't as catastrophic, I guess. Then again, a lot of people probably realized definitely Honda was coming back. So,
Man,
and
can't believe Steam fucked. Can't believe
Yeah.
can't believe that fuck up's pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie.
not as bad as the next
Yeah, it
fuck up
really
in.
sucks. I actually
Go ahead, Michael.
would have been. I was saying it sucks that all that shit got leaked because I actually would have been kind of hyped for Poison because I played her a bit in Ultra 4.
Have you seen what she looks like now?
Yeah, I've seen it.
That costume beats
that-
really good.
Yeah.
That costume beats really good.
Ooh,
I mean, Mo Cable's dying.
yeah. All right. I guess unless anyone else has something about Street Fighter 5, we'll move on to Tekken, which should be the last game, since
Gee, I
Monroe's.
don't know, Carlos. Do you have anything to say about Street Fighter 5?
Nope.
All right. Neither does Monroe, I'm guessing.
It's my favorite fighting game. What are you talking about?
Cool. How do you feel about the DLC characters?
Dude, I love it when I'm playing Red Ryu and I do the blue fireball.
Anyways, so Monroe, you thought Smash was like a Shark Tank for pools with the whole seating, right?
Uh-huh.
Tekken was fucking insane this year for pools because I actually caught up with it. There were some big, like really big names, like World Tour winner names that got fucking murdered in pools, and it was crazy. Like this year was just insane because one, it's like the biggest year that Tekken's ever had for an Evo. Two, there were some hidden gods that were in that pool. Like,
Were there was it hidden as in because they weren't counting tournaments in certain countries, or like?
No, they were hidden because they didn't compete outside the US or anything like that.
Or
they only competed at Evo.
Yeah, or like
Okay.
just
And, like,
no other tournaments, like just completely offline, no streaming.
Kudans won World Tour. One of the world tours when they first for Tekken 7, right?
Yeah, I think
he
it won
fucking died
17.
in pools. Yeah, he died in pools.
God,
That's crazy. That man's like really fucking good.
And Lil Majin got 9th, right?
Lil Majin sadly got 9th. He couldn't make it top place. Top 8. You know who else couldn't make it top 8? JDCR, former Evo winner who usually makes top 8, did not make top 8 this year.
Oh man.
Like when I mean people got shot. Like, oh, it was awesome, but like rough. It was straight up like some anime shit that happened. Jimmy J Tran died in pools too.
Yep. And at the end, fucking Arslan Ash coming out and just winning another Evo. Though this one was America and the last one was Japan.
Yeah, this one was the quote unquote, like, people say this one's the quote unquote real one because it's usually the world championship.
Yeah.
And Evo Japan's usually the Japan based one, but like still good. Holy shit. Arslan Ash played like crazy. And every time he lost like a set, he just like adapted. And it's like super crazy because it's someone who was new to the competitive scene in Tekken and just destroying all the people that are already in like names in the scene and like just like making a fool out of some of them, honestly.
Yeah, it was a murder.
It was really good. Like that was some good ass Tekken. Wouldn't you agree, Michael?
Yeah,
It was some,
I'd say.
All right, Monroe and Carlos, if you're there, we need to talk about this next part because it's a botch.
I'm not here.
Okay.
This
good
is
ass second, good ass botch.
No, this was a botch. So what had happened, it was off stream because it was in the middle of pools. There was a codec thing that came up, like from Metal Gear, right? Actually.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Like the codec talks from Metal Gear. And you had Harada, like the head of running like a lot of the esports stuff at Namco and a lot of the fighting game stuff at Namco on one side of the codec, and then Snake on the other, and then you hear David Hayter's voice saying that was some good ass Tekken, and that was it. And like the people who had it like had their phones on and everything were like just like they like immediately focused on all of the I was gonna get to that in a minute, Cable. They all like focused on all the like the people who are on stage and stuff, and they were just as surprised as everyone else.
Oh shit.
So what had happened was, and this is a really bad joke on Evo's part, it was apparently a joke.
What?
It was apparently
it was
a
just
joke.
a joke. Like they're not.
It was a fake. So the voice clip of David Hayter, the voice actor of Solid Snake, saying that was some good ass Tekken, was taken from Markman's stream, who's one of like the big commentators for Tekken, right? Who he paid David Hayter on Cameo to say that was some good ass Tekken for his stream. and he uses the voice clip. So they took that voice clip from his stream and put it on Evo and made it look like a codec call to Snake calling Harada, saying that was some good ass Tekken. And people said it was for a joke, but you can't joke about that.
Yeah, not with Negan
really
and
can't.
Noctis.
No, like that's the other
my
reason why you could joke
God.
about this, because they got Noctis from Final Fantasy in Tekken, and they got Negan from The Walking Dead in Tekken.
Fucking Walking Dead, man.
Yeah, and so it's like you can't joke about that. And so there was a huge fallout on Twitter. Harada was pissed because it's like, this makes me look bad because, like, one, the people over at my book that like in my company, like the people who are my bosses, are gonna be like, "Yo, what the fuck is this? Did you have anything to do with that?" I didn't. Why was your picture next to it? And then David Hayter got some shit because it's like, you didn't ask for my permission to use it in that
But
way.
this was just Evo did it without talking to Harada or
Evo did
David
this.
Hayter.
Evo did this without talking to
So
Harada or
they
David
didn't clear
Hayter.
with anybody.
Nope, they just
I'm confused.
did it as a
what was
meme.
the joke? Was the joke just like Ha Snake isn't in Tekken?
No, the joke was the codec call itself. And
The joke was
they-
making people think Snake was coming to Tekken.
That
And they didn't think that like people would be upset at that.
Nope, guess not.
Apparently not.
Like not even the audience themselves. Well, yeah, like companies. That's like legal stuff that.
Because then you also deal with
Here's-
Konami and Kojima because
here's the clip. It doesn't have sound. Here's the clip. It doesn't have sound for some reason. But you can see, like, when it switches over to Rip, like on screen, he is so fucking confused.
because things like a lot of people would love Snake to be in Tekken, and so now it
I
just
was-
ruined their
I wanted-
dreams.
Yeah, no, because let's be honest, I don't know if Konami's gonna
Like-
let.
Like
let
Kobe,
Snake
how
go
what if they did
anytime
this with
soon.
Kiryu,
I would have been really hype about it.
and then really upset,
hear you.
Exactly.
and then it's like, oh no, it's actually
So
Sonic.
pissed,
Wow, this is dumb.
Yeah,
Oh my god. Sonic.
and like,
It's so dumb.
like
Look, hold up. I found a. Hold up. I found the actual clip of the one with sound on it. I'm gonna get the timestamp so you guys can watch it at the current time, so you don't have to sit through it. There it is. Just hit play and it should work.
Okay.
Like, you saw that, right? You can't
Wait,
do
what?
that. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
they got the call noise. They set it up
Yeah.
like a codec call. You can't do that. Who
That-
thought this was a
that's-
good idea?
That's a lot of
probably
infringement
whoever
right
like
there.
asked David Hayter to do it because he apparently he'll record anything for fans pretty much. Like he's cool
I mean,
with it.
yeah, he's a voice
no,
actor.
Cable. No, Cable. You don't understand. They didn't get permission from David Hayter because he thought he was recording it just for Markman.
Yeah.
So we
He thought it
don't
was just
know.
recording it for one
No, here's the
person.
thing. Here's the thing. I don't think any Evo staff paid David Hayter, and they just took it from Markman's stream, which
No,
makes
yeah.
it look even worse.
So they stole David Hayter's voice, which is honestly probably the least wrong thing in this, which is surprising.
Now the problem
Then
with
they
that
took
is, right?
the codec, like the chirp and the look of the codec, which is like, you could see it in like a YouTube video, fake codec
Yeah.
call from Metal Gear. This is a fighting game.
Like-
this is Evo. I don't think Konami isn't just going to be like, yeah, we don't really care about chasing that down.
Yeah, because now they have to deal with not even just Konami. They may have to deal with Kojima if he gets pissed off.
I don't think Kojima. To be fair, Kojima wouldn't be the type of person that would get mad.
I don't think
I
he
know,
would,
but-
and I don't think he
Definitely
can.
Konami.
But I'm saying
right
One
now.
that
if
comes
he
on hard.
if he did, like if just some reality he did get mad at this, that's a whole nother
No, the
thing they have to
problem-
deal with.
No, the problem is Kojima technically doesn't own Metal Gear anymore. That's
Yeah,
the
I
big
don't-
thing about it.
He
If
would
it
just
was
send a bunch of
Kojima-
angry fans, but it's still under Konami. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
Kojima, knowing Kojima and what he did for Metal Gear Rising of just letting another fucking company make a game in his series, I know Kojima would have been like, this is me saying most likely, Kojima would have been, okay, yeah, we can work something out. He doesn't own Metal Gear though. That's the problem.
Konami is almost certainly not happy about this.
Harada was not happy. Like his Twitter was
Yeah, and then
Harada's the type. Yeah, Harada is the type of he's a really great fighting game developer because he engages with the fans and stuff and a lot of other stuff. But he's also really good because he has Twitter, but he doesn't like, tweet random shit out, and he will call people out when they try to call him out on shit.
So
his Twitter blew up his Twitter, and he in very angry fashion essentially just said, I had nothing to do with this. I am angry. This was unprofessional. What the fuck is the best way I can sum it up.
Yeah, like, so Hater is gonna have to he's gonna have to say, no, I didn't do voice acting for a joke for Evo. I did it for a single person stream.
Hater came out. I can see if I can find the Hater tweet.
I have it in that article I posted. It specifically says, Evo, you also failed to consult me or Konami. Please do not use my voice to promote other games ever. So he's saying,
I don't get how
don't
this got
do
to this
this.
point. Did nobody think, hey, this might not be okay?
Okay, if
guess
Evo is thinking, okay, these commentators aren't safe for TV, let's put them in the back. Who the heck at Evo was like, yeah, let's do this? I'm sure everyone involved is okay with this, and that it doesn't break any copyright laws. Let's just do this.
Yeah, I know Markman had nothing to do with this, which sucks because I don't know if it's gonna affect his commentating stuff. Because he's a really good commentator, and that's gonna fucking suck.
It shouldn't if he had nothing to do with it.
No, but the fact is, they're gonna probably are gonna still hold him some liable because of the fact that it was taken from his stream. But we'll have to see.
He can't control that though.
I can understand.
Cable at the same time. Corporations don't care.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, Nero is kind of wonky sometimes with that.
But if I look at
stuff like that,
this video, hold on. So
what'd you want to say, Carlos?
So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Like that could hurt
You're cutting
their
out what?
assets and stuff.
Yeah, you're cutting out a lot.
Can you hear me better?
Yes.
All right. No, I'm just saying generic stuff, but it's stuff that can affect their assets, especially that can hurt like their view on how with stuff like this with fans, they're gonna care a lot. I would be very surprised if nothing legal happens out of this.
Yeah.
Which is the bad thing because Tekken is one of the most exciting things of Evo.
So okay, if I can assume ignorance with not thinking that this would come off as a hint that Snake is going to be in the game. For this reason, it's like a little meme clip that's played after a round that should be known within at least some of the Tekken community. So, and then it's just kind of like 3 seconds. So I can see someone thinking, we'll just throw that in. I can see someone thinking it's not like a hint at a new release character. But even considering that.
Yeah, no, considering that, Monroe, why the fuck are you going to put it on top 8? Where announcements like this would happen.
Exactly.
You know how? Because Tekken is a game that had brought an SNK character in with Geese, that brought Noctis in from Final Fantasy, that has nothing to do with Bandai Namco actually.
Because that's Square Enix.
Yeah, and Negan from The Walking Dead in. You can't joke about getting Snake in.
Because it's possible.
It's possible with that team.
What I'm saying is, it is possible that the person naively thought this wouldn't even come off as a joke that Snake would be in. That this would just be a meme within like Tekken community. They'd be like, yeah, remember this little voice clip Snake did? But like, even considering all that, even let's say in this parallel universe, no one took it as a hint that Snake would be in Tekken, and everyone thought it was a joke. Then it would be a question about a legal battle between probably Konami and Evo, because fucking you can't.
No, the
can't
problem
just take
with
the game's chirp
the big bad thing about that is the fact that Harada's face was on the other side of the codec call,
and also that.
it automatically makes it again. It would be a legal battle between Konami and Bandai Namco, or the Tekken team, per se.
And because of all this, there now is even less reason for. There is even less of a possibility for Snake to possibly be in Tekken in the future because of this.
Oh yeah.
Like if Konami was even like, maybe in the future. Now they'll probably be like, no.
No, I don't think Konami would come after Harada. I think if they first tried, literally all he would say is, I had no knowledge of this. This was done without me knowing by Evo staff. And that would be the end of it. And then they would go after Evo staff. Because the only connection this has to Harada is just Evo staff took a picture of his, codected it up, and put it on the screen, which anyone could have done.
Yeah, I guess you're right. They probably would go more after the Evo stuff.
Yeah, to be fair, I think Evo did release an official statement having to say it was a joke.
No, yeah, they did. So
does that make it better? No, not really.
It does not.
The big bad thing, the actual worst take of it is if there is no legal battle that happens, we just kind of discredited Evo's name as a whole now. Like we're in a bad light now
because they've never done anything like this, have they?
I don't think so.
Like I know nothing definitely like exactly like this announcement, but just any weird jokes like this.
Nothing this high quality,
and nothing this potentially real because of the game.
Yeah. The other thing is, why would you
have they done like fake stuff that's obviously a joke?
I don't think
they've probably done jokes, but they didn't take a joke like this far.
Because if they would have made like
if they did
part to me, you don't jump from 0 to 100, and I haven't, so I don't know. Some new from the start. It seems just so weird.
Nah, yeah, it was just if it like we don't know the whole speculation behind it now, because if it was a teaser, knowing Evo, knowing Tekken team, the teaser would have been a little bit more high quality, or would have been crazy enough to just drop the whole fucking trailer right there.
Yeah, they probably would have saved it for the season 3 announcement.
Yeah. And it's just like, if this is most likely just a poorly thought out joke. Granted, that went through multiple different people and probably Mr. Wiz himself, who just didn't happen to think, hey, this could be really bad when we put this out.
He was too busy eating McRibs and dealing with the grasshopper infestation.
Fuck yeah, the grasshoppers.
No, they were too poor to afford locusts.
Oh, of course, because French bread was there.
First, was like, hey, we brought like 3 grasshoppers. Is that enough? They all died on the plane ride, but
if the person that thought of it just brought it up as, hey, there's a clip of Snake's voice actor saying that's some good ass Tekken. What if we just threw in a little joke in the top 8s about that? If someone on staff just brought it up like that to everyone else, then it probably could have gone pretty far. And I mean, I sincerely think the person that thought of it genuinely just didn't think, oh, they might take it as a new character.
Yeah, I know. No,
I'll assume.
And now they are completely out of Las Vegas. Probably up in Canada by now. Because they know if the community finds out, he'll probably be lynched. Or she.
They probably found them in their jail cell after finding out that they committed suicide too.
Oh my
god! Full circle. More like a straight line at this point.
The note says it was totally me. I did this. Yep, and then it just trails off.
I put 2 bullets in the back of my skull. No one else.
Somehow squeezed the trigger twice. Yep. All right. Anyways, and got a gun in jail. But all right. Anyways, but yeah. Other than botchamania that happened for Tekken, the rest of Tekken was still pretty good. You know why, Michael?
Oh, I know why.
Because you got 2 of your characters announced.
Yeah.
So Tekken Season 3 got announced. on Evo, and that was pretty hype. Because the funny thing was, I was watching it at the loft at our school, right? However, it closes around 9, so we got kicked out of the loft, and we had to watch it in the parking lot, as poverty as it is. It was appropriate, and so yeah, season 3 Tekken, a lot of characters are getting new moves, some new gameplay mechanics, some new just quality of life stuff, right? And then we got the character that I didn't personally ask for, but we got a Michael character in with Zafina.
Oh yeah.
Zafina was from Tekken 6. Yeah, she's in. Cool. She looked cool. Snake woman, kinda.
Yeah, she looks pretty fun. I'm interested to see how she feels when she comes out.
However, who gives a shit about Zafina? Motherfucking Leroy Smith is in Tekken 7. The most Boondocks character I've never laid eyes on is in Tekken 7.
You're not even wrong, my guy. You're not even wrong.
The literal spirit of Wu-Tang itself is in Tekken. Oh, otherwise known as Wooly.
Oh my god.
Did you see that tweet Wooly made that he saw the comments about people saying like, what's with all these woolies in fighting games? And people thought it was a racial slur.
Yeah. Cool.
And Wooly's like, I'm actually proud of this.
Yeah. Dude, like when the Leroy Smith trailer dropped, Wooly tweeted out, "I am fighting games." Like, look at that picture, Carlos. Doesn't that look like a woolly ass Wooly?
I mean, imagine if Wooly was like an insanely buff, like 60-year-old, so his hair has gone white.
Hold up. I'll pull up the season 3 trailer really quick. Because kudos to Harada, nothing got leaked. Like nothing at all got leaked for Tekken.
Yeah, good on him. He didn't give Steam the wrong date.
Yeah.
Well, no, they didn't give Steam the wrong date. Steam just messed it up.
You guys want to watch the trailer together, or?
Gaben.
Sure. I watched this. I don't know how many times. I'd love to watch it again.
I have it paused right now.
Just don't beat your dick this time.
All right, when I say play, just hit play. Oh, I'm at 0, 0, 0, all the way at the beginning. I have it paused. All right, you down to watch it together, Monroe?
Yeah, I'm at 0, 0.
All right. And Carlos, are you also watching it? F. I think Carlos is dead.
No, yes, I just muted it because I don't know if it's gonna play through my so, but yes, I'm gonna watch it.
All right, you ready?
Wait to make cable 8 edits in.
Yeah, on play. 3, 2, 1, play.
I'm not gonna edit it in.
Got it.
You better edit it in.
No.
Got that.
I don't.
Oh man, Bandai Namco still has like the best like fucking intro in any
I don't
fucking
know if I actually could add this in without getting the troubles.
Oh.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get clips of like the whole world tour, which this year was insane. And world tour finals are gonna be in Bangkok. So I'm down to go. If you guys want a Space Patrol reporting at Tekken World Tour, just so people can go around and be like, who?
Yeah, sure. Let's just go to fucking China.
So season 3 begins.
Wait,
obviously.
Isn't Bangkok in Thailand?
Yes, nope. Bangkok is in Thailand.
Nope. New China.
No, that's Taiwan.
Yeah, that's Taiwan. I can't believe fucking Geese has his goddamn power dunk move from all the old KOF games back in. So major update with new moves for all characters.
Excellent.
Kuma gets some new sick raging demon.
They updated Akuma's raging demon, where I think this happens when you kill with it.
That's so hype, my guy.
No, wait. So literally the character that people have been bitching about to come back. Oh yeah, those same people that were also bitched about Lei and Anna coming in that dropped him after a week. So you know how I feel about Zafina. I'm glad she's back, but I'm upset that like she's gonna be back for people to play with her for like a week and then drop her.
Here's why I'm excited. I got myself a new waifu.
She got that like claw from that new Tales of game.
Yeah, honestly. And it means it looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is she a stance character then?
I have no idea.
I didn't play Zafina in Tekken 6, man.
I mean,
I don't
honest,
know.
until like
I don't
3 days ago, I thought Savina was the female Eddie. And then I remember that's Christy.
That's Christy.
And then I remembered, oh yeah, I don't care.
So who the fuck cares about Zafina, right? Because here's this trailer. Because I'm so glad it was fucking. Look, this is so good. Oh my god. 50 years ago, a young boy was caught up in a large-scale gang conflict in New York, losing his family. Hey, missing him for decades. He finally returned to New York. Now he's out for revenge.
Look at
first,
this
though-
shit.
Yeah, at first I was like, oh, it better not be Wang. And then I saw this and I was like, thank God it's not Wang. Holy shit.
Weak.
Bitch.
They just beat up these 2 recurring characters like
look at what's on his
nothing.
back. That is so rad. Oh, this character's so awesome.
I get goosebumps every time he fucking turns around. Like, yo.
His rage
Smells
art.
like
No, his
death.
rage art is in this too. Like this is obviously his rage art. Oh, that's so good.
Oh.
Oh, the slow fall. Yeah. Would you say that Harada is invited to the cookout, Michael?
Yeah.
Yeah. He can come to my cookout. You be my fucking guest of honor.
All right. Yeah, Leroy looks pretty cool.
Hey,
So-
Carlos, how do you feel?
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Look, I'm happy it was Leroy and not Wang because I know I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this for people who like Tekken. I never liked Wang because I always hated the whole idea of small, frail, old man that does kung fu because that wouldn't work IRL. But instead, it's like big man, super buff, and like fucking fucks people up kung fu. And I'm like, I like that idea way better. And plus, just look at him. Awesome. I hear Shaolin shadowboxing playing in the background when I'm playing as this man.
He's wearing that gold chain like I wear the 3rd umbilical cords around my neck in Bloodborne.
God.
Can I get that
Bloodborne's
back? Yeah, Bloodborne's great.
So yeah,
Don't
His
bet
name is
old one
Leroy
fetus.
Smith. His name is Leroy Smith. Now, if that's not like, you know, that era of movies and like that era of hip hop that like blends in Asian culture and hip hop, right? If that is
Yeah.
not the most like that of that era, I'm just gonna call it the Wu-Tang era. If that is not the most Wu-Tang thing I have seen recently, it's pretty rad. Like, I feel like you have to have the album on while you're playing as him. It's just not gonna work. You gotta have protect your neck in the background playing. You'll just
Oh my
automatically you'll automatically do better. It's like the equivalent of being a JoJo and hearing your theme play when you're about to lose. Oh man, I love Tekken. Oh man, I love Tekken. I think that's mostly Evo really.
Yep.
Because I feel bad, but Smash did not getting any announcements.
Yeah. Well, it didn't get any announcements at Evo, but I already talked about Heroes release.
Dude, I was watching after Evo ended, I was watching people like play Hero at our local, and I just seen Kamikaze.
No, nothing about Hero is right. Like nothing. Oh my god. Okay,
yeah,
well,
JoJo.
Cable.
Oh yeah, JoJo. JoJo meme. You
Okay.
can just insert that in if you're not like too lazy.
But
It'd
like,
be like that.
okay, like just imagine. You don't even have to know much about Ultimate, like the mechanics of it to imagine, all right, what if you just have a 25% chance to do more damage and knockback? Just cuz. You know. And how about we give
RNG,
you a
baby.
move that just chance to instantly kill the enemy. Okay, and how about we have a
Alright,
second
baby.
move that has, a greater chance to instantly kill the enemy? Yeah, we're really thinking up some good moves here. Like, it's not. If they removed. Hero had a much better design that they showed everyone, where he basically swapped between all the moves they just shoved into his down B. Like, they were all his specials, and he could swap them and expend mana to do it. And I imagine they just swapped him because they wanted to make it more like a party game and less complex, but like, fucking, why is Metal Slash in his list? Metal Slash is literally a move that does nothing unless your opponent is metallicized, which can only be done if you're hero or with an item. So it does nothing.
You know.
God. Fucking, Jesus Christ, the Kuma versus Shaheen.
That's a pretty good picture. You have to agree.
Why is Shaheen wearing a goddamn picnic tablecloth?
That's racist.
No, it's
really?
not.
No, it is.
I will
That's
hold
the tradition. That's the traditional garb over there, my guy.
Wait, shit.
You idiot!
Fuck.
God.
Welcome to the Monroe's Mantis cast.
No, fuck off. Look, I didn't fucking know.
Don't you go around being, you tricked me into being a racist.
In American culture, that pattern is commonly on picnic tablecloths, okay? Different cultures can have the same thing mean different things developed completely independently of each other.
So those questions, how about that? Okay.
Look, I'm pretty sure the person that made that tablecloth design wasn't like.
Hey, what's question number 1 first?
I got it. Hold on.
God damn.
Should I do anything with that segment?
I was actually thinking of maining Shaheen.
Just don't. Just don't.
Leave it all in.
Okay, I've got enough to go
Censor
through
everything.
already.
Censor everything else. But, oh yeah, new guilty gear. I forgot.
Oh yeah, new guilty gear.
New guilty gear. New guilty gear. I literally looked at Leroy Smith. No, that's how I knew. I looked at the picture of Leroy Smith and I was like, I'm forgetting something. Guilty gear. Yo, you know what his fucking, what that woolly character's name is in fucking Guilty Gear?
Oh my god,
it's Yasuke Smith. Yasuke Smith, as in like Yasuke, like the fucking black samurai. And I'm like, geez, Japan really trying to go to the barbecue, and I don't blame them.
Like, we're tired of fish, we want chicken.
Jesus Christ, and I can't fucking say.
No, don't worry.
It's okay.
I'm getting outed too. I'll join you, Monroe.
You all have double standards. It's fine. It's okay.
No, I'm outing myself too.
It's usually steak and ribs, right?
I don't know.
At least the cookouts I've been to.
Yeah, it's like steaks, ribs, burgers, shit like that.
You
could fry chicken out of the cookout if you want.
Okay, wait.
I mean, like,
black person won't stop you.
No, of course they won't.
The few I've been to, we've had chicken, but we've had the other things too. I just said chicken first. That's the first thing that popped in my head.
A lot of the cookouts I have, it's fried chicken is like mandatory. Someone's bringing it or making it. God damn it! Stop.
Carlos has muted his mic again because his roommates are being loud, and he is just sending memes, and they're pretty great.
Nice try, old man.
Anyways, I think we all right. Here are the 5 questions. I guess.
Well, no, it's 10. I just have to do it in 2 separate bits because Discord will freak out if I do the whole thing.
Hey. Oh man. Man, I'm glad we have a diverse cast of races here, so we can't entirely be racist.
Look,
that's one good thing.
Look, I judge people by the content of their character, not the pattern of their headdress. I couldn't resist.
All right, the first question.
Nice running Space Patrol. It's been nice running Space Patrol. I was your host, Visaria Boss.
Oh, Michael left too?
Oh my god.
Michael left. Okay, there he is.
Yeah, of course Michael left too. That man knows when to leave.
All right. From Erwin. Oh, it's not that bad. It's free, so it's not a hassle at all. Well, you all know the drill at this point. The one and only. What is the one thing you're into that your castmates aren't? We all got that one thing that we don't share with friends.
Well, I think you're the first person that can answer this question really well, Cable.
Okay, are we gonna make a rule and say not sexual things? Because that's just too
Okay.
easy.
Yeah, we should probably
That's
do
really
that.
easy, yeah. Also, at this point, Coby, everyone knows because of you.
Yeah, still pretty funny.
It's all your fault, Coby.
It's not my
Everyone's
fault that you're
bullying Cable.
Look, that's probably my fault, but it's not my fault you're racist.
I'm not racist. Shaheen is a valuable member of society.
Look, don't judge me by the color of my skin and not the content of my character.
Shaheen is
That's what he's
valuable
doing.
to the health of Tekken's meta.
I don't think
As
he
I
is. I think he
understand
got
it.
nerfed pretty bad.
Yeah.
A
I think
while
he
back.
did. Isn't his usual strategy kind of semi-rushdown?
I don't know.
You can play him anyway, honestly.
I think
Tekken's
he's
an
like-
amazing. Tekken's an amazing fighting game because you can take one character as meant to play one way and you can play another way. Because it's like player. Once you get characters down, it's also just player matchup.
I'm pretty sure Dragunov's one like general all-encompassing thing is he just does insane fucking damage. Like
Yeah.
all of his moves just look like they hurt.
Hey, so is anyone going to answer the question?
Yeah, let's
shit.
answer the question
No.
before
No.
another
No.
racist tirade pops up.
You fucking I am a human lover. I love all humans.
Let's see.
Okay, so the one
If
thing
I-
that
Nice.
Okay, that's it. Okay, that's it. I just wanted to post that.
Wait.
Okay.
Something I like that no one else here likes, and it's not something sexual.
Damn, we actually have to think of our questions this week.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, it's
Fuck, man.
11:44. Damn it.
No, we're almost done.
Let's see. Can't really see anything game-wise for the most part, because Coby at least likes Under 9, so does Michael.
Yeah.
I think I know mine.
What is
I have an idea of what mine might.
Well, I mean, mine is just in general. Like I follow a lot of artists, a lot of places, and I like look at their styles and stuff because I like their art, and that's weird for a lot of people. And this isn't explicitly sexual, Coby.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't make fun of my Gmod sprays.
Hi, Cosmodes.
Why do I hate that I know that reference? But yeah, I think I've tried. I think I've tried just showing a couple of people some images and talking about them, and then I just bore them. So I guess mine is showing people different people's like art and art styles.
Okay.
I got Tarhead open on Twitter right now.
Okay. Let's see. The only thing I can really think of right now, without like having to really dig into my mind jail, it's not a palace, it's a jail.
Yeah.
I kind of do unironically like VNs, mostly to see how dumb they get and how far they go into the dumbness. But it's one of those things like they are usually too damn long or only there for fan service that it's like I'm not really showing this to anyone else, and they're too long to do videos on. and boring because it's just spamming left click until you beat your meat.
You're not wrong.
I mean, yeah. At least all
I'm
the
over
ones
here
I
like
found.
I'm just. Why are there words? I'm just trying to get to the titties. Spam.
Luckily, Nakapara gets you there pretty quick. All right. Let's see. Carl said he was going last this time, so.
What about you, Michael? Because I'm still thinking.
Well, if it had to be something that I'm into, I mean, if we're just going off of music, like I'll listen to pretty much anything, but I tend to gravitate more towards bands like Breaking Benjamin and Black Veil Brides, who are more popular with, I'd say, middle school age people. But
Oh, yeah,
I do
Michael.
like their music.
Michael, when did
What?
PS4 start letting you see your friends' music?
Wait, that's a thing?
Yeah, because I booted up the PS4 on Saturday and I checked your profile and it said
Michael's
you listened to
anxiety
like the
went
Black Veil
up.
Brides back in like July.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
I
it's
was like,
not wrong.
when did it start doing this? And why am I not surprised? No, it's cool. I just thought it was weird that it does that now.
Yeah, I didn't even know it did that.
Fucking place Sony outs you in your music choices.
I don't give a shit. I'm proud. That's the one thing I'm proud of myself about is my music choice because I'm like, fuck it. I listen to pretty much anything anyway. I just gravitate more towards the edgy music.
I am having trouble thinking.
That's fine.
I also can't really think of anything either. I'm trying.
Yeah, because everything I've ever liked, I shoved it down all of you guys' throats.
Ew.
No. No.
I mean, if you really don't have an answer, I mean, that's okay.
I
like,
think
what's
the only thing I can think of is the way I think, well, it's mostly with older people, but people in general, the way some people like Western movies. I'm really into like the old classic like gangster movies like Godfather and Goodfellas. Like I know a lot of people within our circles, you know, the people that play video games and stuff don't really watch stuff like that. But I don't know. It's always been just something that I loved watching. So I guess that's the best answer I could give.
Both Goodfellas and The Godfather are like on my list. I really need to watch those. Two of them.
I'm gonna get a lot of flack for Carlos from this, but I honestly like Goodfellas a lot more than Godfather.
I mean, I get it. They're very different kind of movies. It's definitely fast paced. Martin Scorsese, the way he edits that in the music, I can definitely see why people prefer it. I just really prefer the Michael Corleone's arc in the movies.
I can't keep a straight face if you're gonna send all this fucking.
Well, good thing
all these
your face
fucking
isn't being recorded.
Yeah. I'm gonna have a breakdown right now. Yeah. God. Oh man, we gotta have a day where we actually live stream this and just have the fucking our chat up, but then make sure we gotta make sure we can calm the fuck down.
The fucking scissors.
Yeah. All right. I'm trying to. I think the one thing that I'm super into that I kind of I don't want to say ashamed about it, but I know like I can't really get other people into that is that I am. This is gonna sound really weird, but I'm super into slice of life animes.
That's fine.
You're one of them.
I mean, to be fair, I've watched some.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
That and I would say the that and God damn it, Cable. That and I will say the just like wait, there is the one thing like like martial arts and like martial arts anime and manga in general. That's like the one thing I feel like I'm super into that I don't think anyone else is super into with here.
He's dropping slice of life immediately because he knows it's disgusting.
No, also slice of life. Love slice of life when it's good.
I have a weird hatred of what I think slice of life anime is.
That's fair.
Like, I don't. It's like, okay, what the fuck is that one's name? Nanan Biori. Okay, so Nanan Biori
Don't know what that is.
is Oh, then I'd recommend it. You'd probably like it, actually. Nanan Biori is usually, it's one of the more popular, like, well-liked slice of life animes, but then a lot of people that watch a lot of slice of life say it's kind of on the edge of slice of life because too much stuff happens in an episode. But not much happens in an episode. They're all very mundane and chill. And it's like, in my mind, I'm just thinking, if the average slice of life is less happening than this, less stuff happening than this, I'm just fucking... Why? Why watch it? What? Why
Like,
watch it over staring at a white wall?
Well, my slice of life is like there's different spectrums of slice of life. You know what I mean? There's like slice of life of like mundane, everyday stuff, but like I like that's I only like those slice of lives if there's comedy alongside it.
Yeah.
Like comedy or some really good moments that just make you go like, why I didn't need to feel today. Why are you making me feel?
None on Biori's like that. I will say that.
And it's like Dragon Maid is still probably one of my favorite animes. Still
Mhm.
still
Not a furry.
from
Mhm.
Dragon Maid's still one of my favorite animes. And like it's weird, but would you consider Cowboy Bebop a slice of life?
That's if it's a slice
Not
of life, it's not a slice of life for people that want a slice of life.
Yeah, it's not a
Slice of
slice
life
of
is
life for
supposed to be
people that are happy.
relaxing.
Yeah, not depressing, overbearing down on you about your worth in a worthless universe.
I don't think people want to think about the cumulative worth of their entire life and how they might be running away from themselves. I don't think people want that when they want a slice of life.
Man, we're all the way back together to the depression cast. Well, then again, I brought up Cowboy Bebop, and that's kind of one of the big themes.
Don't watch Cowboy Bebop if you want to feel good.
Or if you're like, hey, I want to watch something and then feel really empty inside immediately afterwards because nothing's ever going to hit you as hard as the same, then watch Cowboy Bebop. Have you finished it, Monroe?
I still haven't. It's on because I'm watching Attack on Titan right now.
Stop Attack on Titan and watch Cowboy Bebop.
All right. And I'm going to make an effort to watch the dub first, I think.
The dub of Cowboy Bebop is important because it is vastly better than the sub.
Okay, so my roommate he pretty much always prefers subs, and he says he prefers the sub for Cowboy Bebop, but Cowboy Bebop is like one of the very few animes that he would ever watch the dub for.
Yeah.
Which
we should probably get on the
I've seen episodes of both.
Yeah.
I've seen episodes of both, and the dub for Cowboy Bebop is like actually really good.
It is.
And like,
what was?
Yeah, I'd watch the dub first. Oh yeah, question 2.
Question 2 is, what
God.
the hell are you saying? What's something you've heard coming from someone you respect that you had to go, what the fuck, excluding Pat because that's too easy?
I'm upset. I can't use Pat as an example. That is too easy.
It's okay. I'll be everyone's example.
No, that's also too easy.
Fuck.
Mantis, I would say, has a lot of. No, I would say Mantis. If I had a joke about it, Mantis says some. I'm really cool friends with Mantis, and I respect him. But he says some stuff that makes me go, huh? Excuse me?
Don't bully Mantis. He's a good boy.
Oh no, this part has to be bullied for him because I'm sorry, I have to bring this up. Okay. So this was when we were doing his art stream, and we were talking about. I was over talking about why I didn't like DMC Devil May Cry.
Oh dear.
You can see where this is.
Oh dear.
No, fuck you. I thought this was going to be something really controversial, and he was like, and when we were talking about DMC Devil May Cry.
No, because he likes DMC Devil May Cry.
Look,
No,
everyone
here's the thing. He
is
does,
so
no,
much
he
harder
no,
on
he
that
doesn't
game
like.
than they should be because the gameplay is good. It is the no. I'll die on that hill. The
Look.
gameplay is good. The characterization is garbage. The story is garbage. The gameplay is fine.
Okay, it's fine. I wouldn't say good.
Good. Fine, depends on what you.
No. Here, the definitive edition fixes it. The reason why it wasn't fine at the start is when you had the fact that you had to switch weapons between. Oh, you got the demons. You can only hurt them with the demon weapons. And I was like, okay, that's fine. What if I accidentally hit them with the angel weapons? Oh, it bounces off.
In the definitive, it doesn't bounce; it just goes through them, right?
Yeah, it goes through them and you do less damage. So the definitive fixes that. But like, no, I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about the beginning scene where Mantis was saying, "Oh, people don't look into the deeper symbolism of DMC Devil May Cry," and I almost wanted to strangle him when the moment he said that. It was because he was saying, "Look at the beginning, Dante. I'm not joking about this, and I love you, Mantis. Yeah, I don't know if you're listening to this. I love you, but I will always roast you on this shitty opinion for the rest of your life," because he was like, people don't look at the deeper meaning of DMC Devil May Cry because look, Dante, succubuses, right? And I'm like, I don't know where you're going, but all right, yeah. What about succubuses? So succubuses, right? They tempt and they they have the allure of sexiness. That's how Dante was able to fuck those two strippers at the beginning. And I literally had to scream and be like, I don't think that was the point of him fucking two strippers at the beginning.
Don't bully me.
Yeah. And he was like, no, you're not looking into it enough. And I was like, you're looking too far into it.
Look. You may not have a high enough IQ to understand DMC Devil May Cry.
Monroe, I swear to God, I will invent a time machine to strangle you as a child instead of strangling you now. Because I won't get the same satisfaction.
All right, on the record, Coby likes strangling children.
No, just Monroe.
Coby likes going back in time to strangle people he knows not as children when they are children.
But yeah, no, that's the what the hell are you saying for me, for Mantis.
Okay.
What about you guys? I'm sorry if I topped it, because that's pretty bad, but what would you say?
Well, you missed the part where it says you have to respect the person.
I do respect the person. I don't respect that opinion.
Yeah, darn, the meme didn't catch it. Oh shit, where are the questions?
No, the meme caught on, but someone else has to answer it.
There it is. What's something you've said recently?
No, that's understandable.
I think.
I have some dumb opinions on some stuff.
How well do I have to know the person? Like, what if it's just a celebrity I used to respect?
I think that's fine.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
It's not like it's opinion based. It could just be they just literally said some random thing. You just go, what?
Well, I mean, the only thing I can really think of was when I used to be a fan of Kevin Spacey before all the stuff came out, what he said. So that's why I'm going to that, because I used to think he was a good actor, and then he said all that stuff and some more stuff.
I mean, hey, look, suicide jail cell,
it's a different person.
God, man.
No, wait, I already made the joke that Kevin Spacey killed him.
No,
Truth is, game was rigged from the start.
I mean,
God.
Benny killed Epstein.
God.
Dude, I watched a sitcom with Kevin Spacey and the corpse of Epstein.
Like if Benny shot him, he would have lived, and then come back to hunt down Benny.
Look, are you sure he was killed, or did someone sneak into his jail cell and shoot him with the stand arrow, and he just didn't survive it?
Yeah, Jotaro came by. It's like, here's the bit of the stand arrow.
No, it wasn't Jotaro. It was Okuyasu's brother.
Keicho.
No, He got a stand. It's just that it was Notorious B.I.G.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Don't
I
worry,
know you
B.I.G's
don't- I-
still out there.
I know you don't know JoJo, Carlos, but if I had to give you the rundown, Notorious B.I.G. was a stand user where he had to die to activate the stand, right?
Okay.
And the stand's a nuke, essentially. And I'm not talking about like a literal nuke, but it might as well be like that same level, like threat level of a nuke.
Okay.
Yeah, it is like it's nearly unbeatable.
Why?
It was only beatable because they literally threw it in the ocean.
Like, fuck it. We ain't dealing with this shit.
Yeah, and it stopped fucking with them. That's how they beat it.
It's only beatable because it's not completely sentient. Like it doesn't fully
Yeah.
know what it's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, anyone else have anything to answer this question for?
Remaining apolitical.
Yes.
Probably when Coby made fun of Smash.
That was a joke.
I'm working on that time machine.
Who strangles who first?
First,
We're both gonna
that
be in
concept doesn't apply.
We're both gonna be in the same. We're gonna somehow be in the same hospital. And then have you seen Always Sunny? You know when Mac is looking at Charlie from across the room, it's just me and you are gonna be the other.
You're both-
Why are you looking at him? Stop looking at him.
You're both tying the umbilical cords as fast as you can into a noose.
At that point, I would look at Monroe. I'm like, "There's one way to settle this. We would have to both put the babies in a crib and then tie a knife on one hand. Only the strong survive."
I guess if I had to say something, I'd say Coby. Whenever the very first time you made the quote of "Judge me by the color of my skin, not the content of my character," I remember just going like, "What the fuck?"
It was pretty funny.
No, it's pretty funny, but it's just like,
What about you, Michael?
Yeah, there's like nothing I can think of off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to think of like certain like situations between us, but like I don't know. I can't really think of anything.
Oh, I had another one for Carlos that I think about it.
What?
Remember that time you were just when I looked at you dead in the eye, not joking, and I was like, "Carlos, are traps gay?"
Oh,
No, that's
No,
because I
no.
misspoke. I misspoke. That does not count. Yes, I did. I did
No, you
misspeak.
I looked at you for a solid minute and you took your time. I saw the gears.
That
turning,
is not
and
true.
just-
I misspoke, and it was not a solid.
It wasn't a solid minute.
You did take longer than you should have.
What do you mean longer than you should? Wait, no. What's everyone's answer here?
No, mine is still Mantis. I just had to bring up the thing with Carlos.
Okay, but what's everyone's answer to that question?
What, to
One
our
question.
traps gay?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
The issue is Carlos said no at first.
No, because I misheard him. Because I thought he said, "Are traps okay?" I'm willing to say that I said that I said what I said. I'm just saying that I misspoke.
Why were you thinking so long for asking if traps
They're
were
blowing
okay?
it out of proportion. I did not think that long.
Okay, I know it wasn't a minute,
They're
Carlos,
intentionally
but
making
it
me
was
look
no.
bad.
What happened was we asked you, you went no, like you drew it out, like you were trying to
'Cause I
think,
was
like,
trying to
is
think, did
this
I
the
hear him
right
correct?
answer?
No,
Because I didn't. Because I knew I didn't
you.
hear him. No, I know. Because that's why it took me long. Because I was like, no, because I didn't hear him right.
And also, to
But
be
I'm willing
fair,
to say
I think
I
it was
said
like
that. I absolutely.
it was like
said
1 in the morning, wasn't it?
It was like right when we got out of him.
It was late.
Knowing us, probably.
Yeah. All right.
It's almost 1 in the
question
morning
3.
now.
It's 12. Yeah. Don't do
Shit, I'll
that.
stop
We did.
blowing.
Did
Yeah.
everyone
We're on
answer?
question 2.
No, we're on question 3 now.
I thought.
actually.
Oh my
wait, did
God.
Monroe answer?
Yeah, I
Oh,
did.
wait.
We
Yeah,
need to
you
stop
did.
answering
I also
faster.
couldn't remember.
Yeah.
All right.
3, a very lonely party. What's a co-op game that you think is better in single player? And I don't mean games that had co-op added. I mean games that were built around having more than one person playing, but ended up being better alone.
I know the games had a lot of problems, but the
There's so
gameplay
many
of Destiny is probably one that I think that hurt it a lot. Despite the game had many other problems, but I think that was something that definitely hurt it because that game is fun, but it gets to a point if you don't play with others, there's just no point to it.
Right.
Yeah.
What? No, the question is a co-op game that you think is a better single player.
Yeah, so I'm saying I think that game would work better if you could play it alone because that game heavily depends on you going in with a team and doing this or that. And I just think
Yeah.
I would have had more fun if you could have gone more solo.
Okay. Well, that's a little. Okay, no, that's a little different because my answer was Killing Floor 2, which is a game that is definitely made to be, it's horde survival with multiple people. You fill different like roles. The roles are kind of malleable. Like you don't always need a support class. You don't always need a sharpshooter. But I just like playing it solo because of the way Killing Floor 2 does scaling is really smart. Basically, in solo, when you headshot things, they die a little easier, and also with difficulty, enemies get more attacks. I just typically like playing solo in KF2 using Gunslinger because you can basically like 100 to death anything in like under 3 seconds, assuming your aim is good, which can be hard if you're using dual deagles or dual 500 magnums. But yeah, KF2 is my answer.
I don't really play anything that's co-op.
I mean, we played co-op, but that's the thing.
Like they've all been things and fights with RE6, but that wouldn't be good single player.
That's just not good at all.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Pi 6 is great.
Uh,
No, you see, you're doing that thing again where you think you're trying to be funny.
Look.
we still have to record more of that.
No need.
We've gotten really behind. We've only done the first chapter of
We're not
Chris's
that- yeah, we're not that-
campaign.
Yeah, I know, but we're not that behind. A lot of other stuff. We just have a lot of stuff on backlog. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I can't really think of any. I don't really play. If it's a co-op game, I would usually go, okay, well, you got it. And it's like, yeah, cool.
Yeah, usually we get co-op games that work well with the co-op. I'd
Yeah.
say.
I think, yeah, this was just an answer for Monroe and Carlos. Do you have one, Michael?
No, I don't typically play co-op games. I tend to play solo shit both in video games and in real life. So yeah.
Yeah.
Play solo things in real life.
Yeah. I'm a loner.
All right. All right. Well, I guess we'll move on to question 4. Jeez. Damn
Alright.
you, muscle memory. What's a change in control scheme that you took some getting used to? I hate it when mouse 2 controls are put onto mouse 1 in the sequel.
Oh, for
Oh,
me,
this
it
Oh,
was,
so it's like-
for me.
Oh, this is easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is. Go ahead, Gable.
for me, it's backwards. It was getting used to Dead Space 1 controls after 2, because I started with 2 and then went to 1, which is really weird in hindsight, but that's how I did it at the time.
Poor Cable.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
I'm doing better with the controls. I'm just terrible at the game. As shown by those last few episodes. Oh my god, I died so much.
Nematodes.
It wasn't even the nematodes that time.
Oh, what about you, Carlos?
This is probably the one where I don't have an answer. I can't think of any game where I have specific problems with that. It's usually any game if I haven't picked up in a while. If I know I should remember the controls, but I don't, that'll bother me. But there's no specific game that if the control switches or not, it moves. Like I'll just try to learn it again.
I'm surprised you didn't say Halo.
I mean, I don't know. It never bothered me as much as it bothered other people of how much the controls would change. It's just, I don't know, because I always played story first, and in the stories they always try to teach it to you. So I would learn it. It didn't bother me as much as what others.
I think Halo would bother me more if I played the new ones more, because like playing Halo and not reloading with a bumper feels weird to me. But if not Halo, if I interpret it as like so I don't have anything if I'm literally thinking of going from one game in a series to the next, like in sequence.
But you
But
can
if I
think of
think of
something if
games,
you're going from one game to another.
yeah, like if I think of games in a similar genre that I know Coby is really interested in, Smash likes platform fighters. So I like using bump. Anyway, I like using bumpers to jump, and I never remember which bumper I set to jump. So between like Smash and Rivals of Aether and fuck, there's one more. The one with Fish Bungeon, Slap City. Between those three games, it'll like that bumper that I use to jump will swap. So I'll accidentally dodge or shield when I shouldn't, and I'll self-destruct a lot. But that's my answer.
My answer is a very specific problem. That's when I'm running sets with multiple, or like in a tournament and someone changes the control scheme, like while I'm running casuals or something, and I get in the match. And like I have specific. It's granted, it's also my fault because I also have set controls. But sometimes when I played on stick, I would just plug the stick in and play in Tekken. But when I play on pad on Tekken, I have specific like control set for pad on Tekken. So like what usually happens is like when I'm playing when I'm in a tournament, then I'll be more conscious to set my controls. But when I'm playing casuals and I switch and I'm like, yeah, I got this, and then like a missed input comes out, I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, I didn't switch my controls. That would be mine. Just any fighting game where people just switch controls, I forgot. Either one, they didn't say like, yeah, I changed the buttons or anything like that, or I don't, or me personally, I just didn't like look to see if they changed the buttons. What about you, Michael?
This one's kind of easy. I would say Mortal Kombat 11 when they changed the EX button to they mapped it to a different they mapped to the right bumper or R1, and
Mm-hmm.
which is fine. Like it's not that hard to switch in my mind, but like I don't know, it was just kind of weird at first. Granted, it was gonna be even worse when the game was initially launching because you had to do actual extra inputs, which
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how that would have been for me, but that probably would have taken some getting used to. And really, just in general, from game to game, there are some inputs like for specific moves of characters that just change in between.
Oh God,
I
you're right.
don't understand.
When move lists change, that's the worst.
Yeah, and I'm like Sub-Zero's ice ball input, like the button changed, and like I was trying to like do it. Like I think it was triangle in MKX. And then when I tried to do it, I tried to do that because when I'm playing fighting games for the first time, I don't tend to look at shit. I just go in blind to get a
Yeah.
feel. But yeah, I was trying to do ice ball. I'm like, why the fuck is I look at the fucking move list. It's fucking swear now. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Why? I don't know. But I don't know. If I practice them, I get used to it. But those inputs do change from game to game. Not all of them, but a lot of them do.
All right. I think it's time we switch over to question 5. Unless I
Yeah.
don't think anyone else has anything to say, right?
Mm-mm.
No.
All right, sweet. Question 5. Well, you've become outdated. What's a sequel that's better in every way than the past game? For some reason, games with the shorthand or TF2 seem to be much better games than the ones before it. So what's a sequel that's better in every way than past the game? I already know my answer to this, but I'll let you guys go.
Well, if you already know your answer, then go.
Oh yeah,
Just
Devil
go.
May Cry 5.
Oh, so it
Wow.
can be any sequel. So it doesn't have to be a number 2.
Yeah, any sequel. Let's just limit this to any sequel. But Devil
Okay.
May Cry 5.
I have my answer. Yeah, it's just better than every way. Payday 2.
Yeah, solid answer.
Like, actually.
Like,
Like,
actually,
in every
yeah.
way. Just even in how the game runs, how you make lobby, it's just better in every way.
If I had to pick one, or at least one that I just really got into, it'd be Borderlands 2. There's just something about that game that I feel like has much more replayability than the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd have to agree, but I need to give Borderlands 1 more of a fair shake.
It's not a bad game at all. It's great. Second one's better.
I really like the feel of how the characters in Borderlands 1 play more typically. I also tend to have more favorite manufacturers in Borderlands 1, but like
That's fair.
Borderlands 1's late game content I haven't really experienced. I think my highest level character is like 50 something.
Mm.
But I know that pretty much everyone prefers farming in BL2.
Yeah.
Which is like the actual like that's the late game gameplay loop.
Yeah, I think that's what puts it over for me.
Because like weapons have an actual like they typically have a set person that drops them that you can farm.
I think for me, the beginning of Borderlands 2 just cemented it immediately that I knew that I was gonna like it a lot more than Borderlands 1.
The opening?
Yeah, the opening.
That's weird.
I mean, it was a strong impression. It was like there's like no, that's not even flex. People say weird flex, but okay. But no one asks, weird flex, are you okay? Anyways, no, it's just like okay, so there's woolly bait. We've said woolly a lot this podcast, but there's woolly bait. There's obvious. You guys have Cable, Michael, and Carlos know me long enough to know exactly what is Coby bait. Like something that's like you will like when you watch something and you're like, I know Kobe's going to like this, and like you like tell me to go watch it.
Yeah.
Or stuff like that. Or there's a fighting game character, and Michael's like, I know Kobe's going to play this character. Am I not wrong?
You're right.
Borderlands 2 is very that beginning, that whole intro is very Kobe bait.
You see that? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the BL2 intro it does a better job of like the intro. I think it does a better job of getting you into the world and getting you doing stuff. I still think you spend too long on Southern Shelf.
Because... Oh no, that's fine. I didn't mean that intro. I meant the intro, like the video intro. No, fuck.
Oh my gosh,
that sucked. No, I mean the intro. God,
like I'm such an asshole, but BL1 is Cage the Elephant intro.
Yeah, no, the Cage the Elephant intro is pretty good.
But yeah, it's I also like the No Heaven trailer. But talking a lot about Borderlands. But I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought of an answer.
Yeah.
I thought of an answer that will maybe actually get me killed.
Okay.
Cool. I thought you already had your answer with Payday 2.
Oh no, I have an answer that'll get me killed. Dark Souls 2.
Hey.
That's only gonna get you fucking killed by Mantis.
Monroe, you probably could say that question 9, actually, if I'm understanding that question right.
Wait. This will get me burned for sure. What's the biggest target you could on someone's
wait. Well, we'll say that for later.
Yeah.
We'll say that for later. But like, yeah. What about you, Michael?
Sequel that's better in every way than the past. Easiest answer I got, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Because it just added like a bunch of extra shit that you can do, and the world didn't feel fucking barren and boring. It actually felt like it had life now. Like the hub world that you start in.
No, Xenoverse has it. I don't even though I don't like those type of games, Xenoverse has a great customization in hub world, and even the story is fun.
Yeah.
Did you give your answer yet, Cable?
No. I was gonna say Marvel 2.
There you go.
Because I'm lazy.
Gonna take you for take you for a ride.
Gonna take
Gonna
you for
take you
a ride.
for a ride. Where's my mango sitting?
Oh, he's so Pringles. Where your curly mustache?
You see what I mean? Like Monroe, Marvel is just Ebonics. It is gibberish, but somehow makes sense.
I mean, Smash 4 is half of Smash 4 commentating is literally just incoherent yelling.
You hear where your curly mustache at, and you get hyped.
Where
I don't know, man. There's also people screaming "Hyper Viper."
Viper. Viper.
Viper. I love Marvel. I wish it comes back. All right,
yeah.
Coby,
six.
I gotta say it. You want to
Yeah.
learn how to do a fucking infinite?
I'm gonna show you, bitch ass. Look, motherfucking Marvel better, easier than Marvel 3. Marvel 2 with Iron Man. We got motherfucking light punch, medium punch, heavy kick, up punch. All right, I'm gonna stop there. Number 6. I love Marvel. All right, Marvel is like
It's
fighting
great.
games. Like 6. I want to marry the composer. What's a song you've been playing in the background, pulled from a soundtrack that you can't stop playing on loop? There's something oddly smoothing about Dire Docks, even years after release. So, song that you've been playing in the back. So, just any song from any soundtrack, I'm guessing. So, gaming,
Yeah.
I'm getting game soundtracks and music soundtracks count.
Okay.
Can it just not be the song? Can it also just be like the soundtrack in general?
I guess. I mean,
That's
to be fair, this doesn't even specify games or movies. It could just be like an actual
Yeah.
album if you want.
Yeah.
Specifically for games, like stuff I have played like the most. I play a lot of Crypt of the Necro Dancer soundtrack. It's really fucking good.
I need to actually get into Crypt of the Necrodancer.
It's like
I don't have a Switch though.
I mean, it's out on PC. It's been out on PC. Like it got a Switch release after.
No, I didn't fucking know this.
But Crypt of the Necrodancer is I think it no, I think Crypt of the Necrodancer sequel was released on the Switch.
No, yeah, Cadence of Hyrule.
Cadence of Hyrule. That's right, Cadence of Hyrule. But okay, Crypt of the Necrodancer soundtrack is really good. Like, and I can't even really. If I had to try to pick one song that I play more than the other ones, I fucking can't. Like, I actually can't.
That's fair.
Mausoleum Mash is always really good. Is it Fungal Funk? Yep. Fungal Funk is like. It is scary how good of a background track it is. And this one specifically, the White to Remain, specifically with Shopkeeper on. I listen to that a lot. But yeah, Crypt probably takes most of my time as far as game soundtracks. And sometimes fucking of course, Phoenix Wright music, Fragrance of Dark Coffee.
What about you, Carlos?
I'm sorry, what?
God damn it.
This boy.
Sorry, I blanked out for a second.
What's a song that you've been playing in the background from a soundtrack that you can't stop playing on loop?
Like from video games specifically?
No, I think it's from anything. Honestly. Video games, anime, movies.
I'm trying to think. Oh, and give me a second. I got to think about this.
All right, don't blank out. It haunts me, but I think all of the Cowboy Bebop soundtrack, because I actually can't pick which one that I like listening on loop the most. Which sucks because I have the whole album downloaded and I'll be having a like nice day driving, and then automatically one of the really depressing songs comes on, and it's just like, oh no, and I like start feeling emotions stuff like that.
Just listen to Sea Shanty 2 to bring your spirits back up.
No, because whatchamacallit, and Carlos knows exactly because he just went through Cowboy Bebop. You know how the music can go of like, this is really upbeat, this is nice background music, to like, wow, I know the scene where this happens in. Oh
Oh
man.
yeah.
Oh, it's coming back. Like one of my favorite parts of the Best Friends podcast, when it was still the Best Friends podcast, when they were talking about how they would have songs on their like songs that they really like that have moved them on like their like on their phones and stuff like that, and they'd be listening to it. And for Pat, it was always ending E of Near Automata. And Pat really likes the song, but because of what's happening in ending E, he's like talking about like, yeah, I'm just in there like, I really like the song. He starts listening to it, and then he remembers about what happens in ending E of Near Automata, and then he starts having an emotional breakdown on the bus going to work.
I'm
It's
gonna
like,
have a breakdown.
you know the song "Call Me," right, Carlos,
Yeah.
from Cowboy Bebop?
Yeah.
When I'm like having a good day, like, oh, I love this song, and it just all hits me, just like, oh, ah, ah. Trying not to have a fucking nervous breakdown more than usual on the fucking bus to school. Well, what about since we're still waiting on Carlos? What about you, Cable?
Let's see. If I'm like practicing stuff in a fighting game or just chilling, I'll usually listen to something from Near. Usually,
cut out.
Yeah, to some
Ow.
what you cut out.
I usually listen to something from Near. Usually the city ruins theme or any version of Way of the World.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. Because mostly I also must listen to videos on the background.
Yeah.
I think.
What about you, Michael? Oh shit, sorry.
No, go ahead, Michael, if you have your answer.
Yeah, I would say, I would say the Persona 5 soundtrack, specifically Rivers in the Desert and Willpower.
Yeah.
Dude, I was browsing r. This is off topic, but I was browsing r/all, right? And fucking there was a fucking meme that got on like the top page of all from r/persona, and it was like, here's the Nile, the biggest river in this desert. And it was like, it was like me, and then the dude what's the lyric that follows after a river in the desert? I'm trying to remember. Hold up. What was it?
There's a lot of them. There's like the last ace in a lost hand.
That's what he said. That's what he said. It was like tour guide goes, "This is the biggest river in the desert," and it's like me on the last ace in a lost hand.
And the
And
hope
I was like,
of
yeah,
new beginnings burn my feet.
Yeah.
I fucking love that song.
the river from the desert's a pretty fucking good song.
I think I thought of another answer that I don't think anyone here would relate to, because it's about Undertale.
I can relate to it.
All right. Battle Against a True Hero is like,
that's pretty good.
Specifically because, so at that point in the genocide campaign, and I did the genocide campaign after the True Pacifist. So at that point in the genocide campaign, beating Undyne was like, that was like shattering your own soul yourself. By the time Sands rolled around, you were just kind of absent-mindedly grinding it into the dirt.
Yeah.
So it's weird to say that Battle Against a True Hero has a bigger emotional impact on me hearing it, and Megalovania it anticipated eliciting a very strange response from me of just,
yeah, which sucks because like Megalovania is actually a good song. Too bad it's been memed to hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like making me just treat the entire game with a barely present despondent annoyance as I'm killing people, which is what the game is treating your character as, is like that. That's what Megalovania is to me. It's basically the last person in the game just trying to get you to annoy you enough to stop playing.
Yeah. Have you come up with your answer yet, Carlos?
I think the video game soundtrack that didn't necessarily hit me the most emotionally, but whenever I boot up the game, I don't know, it just always sets me in the right mood. Is from Hotline Miami, because it's got like that very retro '80s, like it's because it's got that old style game, so it sort of sets you back in that time, but it's still
Yeah.
sort of futuristic, sort
Yeah.
of Blade Runnery. I don't know if you know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
I know
And
exactly what you're talking about.
Same.
I don't know, soundtracks like that I always enjoy. I know they're very cliche into liking, but they always make me very happy.
I brought up Cowboy Bebop, and it's not cliche at all. Hey, no, Monroe. Back on just for the last tangent before we move on the Undertale soundtrack, right? You know what's the one that gets me the most?
What?
Always, no matter what. You aren't you happy? Aren't you? No, aren't you excited? Aren't you happy? You're going to be free.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one gets me every time, and like it's just like,
Ooh.
yeah, yeah. Now it just got you, didn't it?
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
All right.
if I had to like pick a quote from that game that just gets me, it's during Genocide Campaign when Asgore just kind of naively asks, "What kind of monster are you?"
Yeah. All right. So number 7. Okay, hear me out, guys. What's something so decisive that you love even despite its issues? Deus Ex Mankind Divided plays miles better than Human Revolution, is more fun to play entirely than all of Human Revolution, and I'll die on that hill, damn it.
I wish I played any of Deus Ex games to have an opinion on that. I really need to play them.
What's like, I'm guessing so like, what's a game that's divisive or decisive? Yeah, I guess it'd be divisive in a series that you like despite its issues. Well, I know Cable's answer.
Oh yeah, Dark Souls 2. Easy peasy.
Yeah.
I just my blood is boiling.
You're wrong.
No, it's amazing. I don't think I've ever gotten more angry at a video game.
Than Dark Souls 2?
I just wanted to play the game. I just wanted to play a cool sorcerer. And the game was like, ha, 1 frame of roll Vaughn. It's just, and you know what? We know what else? You get enough soul arrows to kill 2 enemies. 2. How many are on this path? I don't know, fucking 8. Enjoy your dagger. It's not even. And the enemies in the next area are so much easier. Why are the enemies in the first area after the tutorial giants, like giant swordmen that are harder than the zombies in the next one?
You know. I think for me, it'd have to be Sleeping Dogs.
That's another game that's on my list. I really need to play.
Is that
game
really
is good.
controversial? I think most people that play it like it.
Nah, I guess it wouldn't be. I like it despite its issues. I wouldn't say it's controversial. Can't really think of a controversial game I like despite other people not liking it.
Game I like, not many people like.
I think my answer would be, because I know you guys love to talk about fighting games, and I'm not necessarily the most knowledgeable of that, but for me it would be the Injustice games. I know they're not these super intellectual games that require a lot of skill, but it's more so the story that
No,
or
I
the
wouldn't
reason that I
say
like
no.
those
It's not
games.
that. I wouldn't say it's not intellectual. You need it. Don't require a lot of skill to play it. It's just I just don't like NetherRealm games.
I mean, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I
That's
know
fair.
people that prefer Street Fighter or Tekken. Like, it does require like a little bit more thinking. But for me, it's more the story, just because I'm a sellout for cape shit. So it's the story that makes me stick around.
No. Injustice 2 fixes a lot of problems I had with Injustice 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
Well.
some answers.
Well, go ahead.
The obvious one is Sonic Adventure 2. Look,
Understandable.
fucker.
No, that's understandable. It was just I was just laughing.
I just wasn't expecting Sonic. It's just that.
I don't try to defend the Tails and Eggman levels. I don't. Pumpkin Hill is good. I'll die on that. Pumpkin Hill is good.
You'll die on that Pumpkin Hill.
I will.
Wait, do you know why I'm laughing? Because of Sonic Adventure 2.
Wait, why?
I have an announcement to make. Shadow the Hedgehog is a
Oh my
bitch ass
God.
motherfucker. He pissed on my goddamn wife. That's right. He took out his curly hedgehog dick and he pissed and he said it was this big. And I was like, that's disgusting. So I'm making a call on my twitter.com. Shadow the Hedgehog. You have a small dick. It's the size of this walnut, but even smaller. And here's the size of my dick.
Okay. And if
That's
I was
right,
excluding if I was excluding Sonic games after that, because I also like exactly half of Sonic Unleashed, you can guess which half.
The not the werehog half.
Yeah, because it's actually a good boost formula Sonic, and then it's just werehog. What if God of War was slow and buggy and shit? But yeah. If I was excluding that, okay, I still need to play this game. I have 2 friends that have played Divine Cybermancy, and I really need to play this game.
That game, I know that game is like, I wouldn't say it's jank, but it's like in that category of like,
It is.
I don't know how to.
It's fair to call it jank.
But
It's
like
jank in
like,
a very special way.
Yeah, no, it's special jank. That's what I meant to say.
Like the dialogue, I've heard it best described in a single sentence as Deus Ex made by insane French people that like Warhammer. So it's like there is an odd amount of depth in the game that you would not expect. Like hacking in the game is its own mechanic, but everything you basically have a computer in your brain. So if you fail a hack on a door, the door can hack you back and just take over your body.
Hacker man.
And basically in combat, you can fight in any way you want. You can basically have force powers. You can fight with a fucking gun and a sword. You can fucking turbo jump all over the place. You can literally just pump points into your legs until you jump like football fields. Also you can just play the game with other people, and it has a 32 player limit.
Why?
because it's a I'll tell you why. It's a Half-Life 2 mod. It's made in the Source engine. So that's why. It's either a Half-Life 2 mod or a CS Source mod. I think it's Half-Life 2. But yeah, it's fucking crazy. Also, there's a YouTuber you should watch if you haven't already, Mandalore Gaming. He has a video on that showcases the best of it.
All right, I'll check that out.
Yeah, Mandalore Gaming makes some really good videos.
Yeah, and I've seen some of them. It's pretty good.
But yeah, it's either that or maybe The Surge. The Surge is oddly interesting to me.
All right, Cable, go ahead and read question 8.
All right, question 8. I just scroll back up. Should have been a movie, honestly. What is better in another medium than when it started in? I'd feel like I'd be more invested in certain shows if the filler episodes didn't take up more focus than the main plot.
There's a lot of movies that would just be better paced as TV shows.
Yeah. No, I think it's like trying to say like what would have been better as a movie. But I've had to do vice versa. There's a lot that I feel like could have been better.
That's interesting. I've never thought of it that way. A show that would have been better. Yeah, because people always say there's movies that would be better as shows. So
yeah, no, because
that's interesting.
The shows I really like are great because they were TV shows. I don't think Daredevil would have been able to come back if it was a movie.
No, Daredevil, especially season 3, it needed all of it.
Yeah.
I think the most recent I can think of was I was watching Designated Survivor. It's about I don't know, I won't try to spoil too much of it in case you guys want to watch it. It's one night the president is giving State of the Union and all of the government is blown up. And the Supreme Court, it's all blown the hell up, and only one I don't know, some random cabinet member becomes president and it's the country healing from that. It tries to drag it on too much and sort of lead on this mystery, which if they had cut down and made into a 2-3 hour movie, it probably could have turned out better. Because the first 2-3 episodes are really good, and then it kind of drops off.
Specifically, stuff to be a movie is kind of hard.
I can think of the other way around. Yeah, stuff to be a movie is hard for me.
Like you can things that were movies that would have been better as shows just because of pacing is a lot easier. The first thing that comes to mind is
because
yeah, go ahead.
No, because my answer was already given to me, and that was it. Like the original It that came out a long time ago was a mini series.
That's oh my
and
god.
then I was like,
oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and it's like it would have been better as a movie. Oh well, yeah, kind of happened.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. There's not many. There's also can't think of any games that would have been better in a movie form.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah.
Plenty
Let's
of
get
tried.
Let's
It's
get Uwe
just-
Boll on this.
The ones that try are just badly written. Like fucking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
ones that don't would lose too much. Like you can even say like The Last of Us would have made a good movie. And yeah, it could, but the tension of sneaking around things that you feel when you're playing it is still too much of the game. You would lose something. I don't think it'd be accurate to say that just be better as a movie.
The only way you can recreate that is if you were okay. Say I made a Last of Us movie, right? Granted, I don't know shit about directing, but how I would do it is if it was an IMAX theater, like with really good surround sound, in areas where they would have to sneak around, like, well, one, I would totally do a homage to Aliens with a clicker, of course, very uncomfortably close to someone's face. And what I would also do, and when they were sneaking around, I would try to figure out, because I know they can do this with surround sound, right? Try to use the surround sound to mess with people and make it hear like you can hear the clicker to your like bottom right in the movie theater. Well, everyone, and make it everyone hear it to the bottom right and make it like move around and stuff. Because I've been in movie theaters where they do that for horror movies and it makes it a million times better.
Yeah, like stereoscopic sound like that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's horrifying. That's the only way you can bring that tension back. But
for me personally, if you couldn't make an Assassin's Creed movie work, it's gonna never work. No game will ever work.
It could have no, it
Yeah.
could work. It could absolutely work because it's just that they need good writers, and Assassin's Creed never really had that.
Yeah.
2 and 1.
It's like
well, that's the problem with
it's all the modern stuff. That's what really drags it down.
No, that's what the modern stuff would be best served in a movie because when you're playing it in a game, you're automatically just thinking, "Oh boy, this is the part of the game where I don't play the game. I'm so invested."
Yeah.
Oh boy, this is the section where I wait behind someone to open a door. I love those in video games. It's like, but in a movie, if you're pacing everything right, you're just watching everything anyway. If you have modern action that's different in a way from the past action, like make it more like, okay, the animus makes it so that you have to have a set amount of time to live a certain amount of time in someone else's shoes. Like, I don't know, say a day in the animus is like an hour in the real life. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can follow characters that aren't just Desmond or whoever the main character is. Maybe they don't follow Desmond. Like in the animus, you can follow them trying to do stuff to guard him while he's in there or something. I don't know, have a conflict of like, should we pull him out early? But that'll mean XYZ. We should try and just keep him hidden. You can do it. It's just you need a good movie writer. Also,
Yeah,
you probably need good historians. Like,
no, it's also the other thing. Just like it's hard to get the same feeling that are given through gameplay mechanics and bring it over to a movie. Like there is something people always say Metal Gear Solid would make great movies. No, it would not. part of like,
no.
granted, yeah, the cutscenes and stuff, yeah, I get it, but there are some parts in Metal Gear where the gameplay makes it a million times better. And I'm going to say
MGS.
I'm no the one thing I'm going to say, ending of Metal Gear Solid 3, and if you played it, you understand. Like you understand that wouldn't
Yeah,
be the same without. If I can spoil it because the game is old, but okay, so at the whole point of Metal Gear Solid is you play as Big Boss. Big Boss in this whole series. I'm not going too hard into Metal Gear. We'd be here forever. Yeah.
yeah, we
Big
would.
Boss was always like a villain and antagonist in the series, so you get to play a game on kind of how he gets to the mindset of becoming the villain. That's because during the Cold War, his mentor betrays the U.S., and in the end of the game, of course, you fight your mentor, and your mentor gives you the gun and says, "End this." Guess what? It goes into the gameplay after the cutscene, and the game will not keep going unless you shoot your mentor. And the game's literally like, now go to first person, aim the gun. We're not gonna pull it for you. You gotta do it. People have tried, and it will not automatically do it themselves. You have to do it, and you just can't get that same feeling. Like in a like it's hard to emulate that same feeling. You know what I mean?
Because when you put in when you put in the choice of gameplay or even the lack of choice in a constructed like form of gameplay, and you factor that into the story, you can't have that in a non-interactive medium.
Yeah.
MGS 3 and even 2 would just not work as movies.
One would work kinda.
But like if I was thinking of a movie that would be cooler as a game, I think I have an answer.
John Wick.
I mean, that's an easy answer.
The Mission Impossible movies.
Honestly.
Okay, something that isn't. I was thinking Detective Pikachu.
That's too easy.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
Too
that is a successful video game. Wait, no, Detective Pikachu's already a game. I remember now.
It is. That's right, but it's only in Japan. I just want more fucking non-mainline Pokemon RPGs.
No, you're not getting that anytime soon.
Like
how do you
Mystery
got-
Dungeon's good, but like more.
Worst
I wanna go
Pokemon
around
Tiananmen
Rhyme City.
Square dungeon.
Jesus, fuck!
God.
I knew
How
Cable was
much?
being
You're
too
not even.
quiet.
I'm
my
getting
God.
tired. It's almost 1.
Keeping
What would
track
you?
of the
How would
century.
you answer? How would you answer this?
I would say I feel like RE6 would have been done better as some of those weird. I hate this mic. Okay.
Jesus Christ! Well, don't hit it because that's gonna pick
No,
up.
I'm gonna hit it more. I was gonna say, I think RE6 maybe would have done slightly better as like some of those CGI movies they do instead of a game.
Honestly,
I feel like it would,
Maybe.
because they can put more time and effort into like doing dumb stuff like they did in Vendetta.
dude, you don't understand. Monroe Vendetta's stupid. We
No,
showed
you
Carlos
showed
Vendetta,
me.
right?
I'm agreeing with you right now.
Wait, Carlos, did
showed
you
it to
see
me,
Resident
I
Evil
think.
Vendetta?
Did I see what?
Resident Evil Vendetta.
No.
I know what we're doing the next time I'm in.
God.
Y'all showed it to me, I think. I almost
Yeah,
died.
Well, how would you answer this question, Michael?
I wouldn't because I literally don't know how to answer this.
All right, that's
I
good.
don't
Moving on.
watch movies.
What about TV shows that
Nope.
would have been better as movies?
Yeah, I don't watch a lot of TV shows either.
Game better
Okay.
as a movie or a TV show.
There's nothing I got for that either.
Then what about a movie that would have been better at something? Well, you don't watch movies.
I don't watch. Yeah.
All right.
What do
his
you
answer,
do, Michael?
His answer is Naruto would have been better as a visual novel. What about you, Carlos?
All right, I'm gonna go kill myself really quick.
Go, no, Michael. Michael, come back. All right, thank God. All right. Whew. All right.
Sasuke
Question number 9. Burger King foot lettuce. All right. Anyways, 9. This will get me burned for sure. What's the biggest target you could paint on someone's back to mark them for death? Waving more death flags than nation.
Okay, I got
than
an answer
nations
for
on Earth?
this. Okay, so you make a list, right? Of
Uh-huh.
potentially known pedophiles.
God.
Jesus. Are we even censoring it at this point?
No. I'm
Well,
censoring when Coby said the place and when you guys went on that site. So
Talked about
rude.
Megatron.
Yeah, we talked about Megatron.
Oh no, I'm talking about the other thing.
Just
Oh, yeah.
always refer to the same person as Megatron.
I mean, they're
King
basically
Crimson, go.
Megatron.
God.
Oh my god.
So are we talking about like what's the biggest, like, I guess, like in like shows or anything? You know how like when you like see something, like the character starts going like, man, I miss my family, and you're like, yeah, they're gonna fucking die next episode
Yeah.
or something, or they're gonna die in the next part of the game. I think the big one for me is when they start talking about the future. Man, I can't wait to do all the stuff when we're done with the journey, when the journey's not over it. And you're just like, man, you're gonna die, aren't you? Oh no. And you
I
died.
don't know. I'm pretty on the fence about if I'm gonna die or not.
I'm glad you picked up my joke.
Yeah.
I'm sad now.
Fumbled.
Yeah, I'm fumbled. Do you guys have an answer for this, or did we kind of answer it?
I'm trying to think. I have nothing. I don't know
well,
how I
besides
can
my
answer
meme,
this.
I don't think I don't even fully understand the question.
So a death flag is like in a story, usually like when it's kind of obvious that like the author or person is going to kill off this character.
No, I know. I mean, is this question asking about death flags, or is it telling us to out someone?
Oh, I can out someone, but
I guess a death flag would be like the old mentor, like Obi-Wan Kenobi and shit like that. Like they always die.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, Old Mentor is pretty classic. I'm trying to think of another. I mean, Childhood Dog. That's another good one.
Yeah.
Especially if it's
And rip-
JoJo.
Mm-hmm.
Toasty.
Jesus.
Ooh.
I've already read question 10. That's gonna
Bitatsu.
be juicy.
Yeah. All right. Question 10. All right. Would you have anything to say about this, Michael Cable?
Not really. I mean, I can't.
Dark Souls 2 is good.
Oh,
You won't hear from Cable next week.
maybe if I've survived this long. When someone's like, "Hey, after this, let's go get a drink or go on a date or whatever,"
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
After
a lot
this,
of times
I'm
can
gonna
mean
eat
it's
some
not gonna.
pizza.
Yeah.
Pizza?
After this, I'm gonna whack my meat.
They just die. He didn't even get to whack his meat, man.
After this, I'm gonna eat some pizza at my favorite restaurant.
I will go to school.
And I'll go to school. I'll study my hardest.
Yeah. F. Yep. Yeah. That death still hurts.
Mm.
All right. Question 10. Another day, another lie. What's a lie told so often that when digging in isn't true? Wait, what?
What's a lie told so often that when digging in isn't true? So like
So you
a
start
lie told
looking
so
at it.
often.
It's a rumor that you just found
It's a
out is
rumor
not
that
true.
people generally take as true. When digging in, you figure out it's a lie. However, if you try to say it to people who believe in the lie, they won't listen. And this is why it's juicy.
Like,
and
you
he's talking
can-
about Pro Jared. Ooh.
Yeah, example, you'll understand it better.
As it turns out, Pro Jared was actually in the right. There's a lot, before you cut me off, Coby, this is a clarification after. There's a lot to unpack with this situation, including those pedo allegations, but there's a long post pinned to the r Pro Jared 2 subreddit that details pretty much everything. It's messy, but as it turns out, he's more or less in the right during the case, but still has some stuff that's pretty debatable on whether or not it's odd for him to have, or if it's a side effect of the relationship he was in.
I already have an answer for this.
Okay.
The dude I was talking about earlier, infiltration. So, Infiltration was a multiple Street Fighter Evo champion in other games, in the Evo champion, right? What had happened was there was a big controversy that came up around him and said that he like hit his like spouse, well now his ex-spouse, and like abused her and stuff like that. When the actual story came out and like the actual like proof came out, what had actually happened was they were going through a rough divorce and he was leaving her. And I don't remember the full story. I know that she locked him out of his own house and started smashing all of his trophies, like all of his Evo trophies. And like he gave her a bruise because he grabbed her really tight on the wrist. Now,
Wait, no, I think I actually do know about this. Yeah.
yeah, and it came out that she blew up the story and all that stuff. But like people's like a lot of people in the FGC know that's why he wouldn't have been allowed to compete if like he wasn't proven innocent. Which people keep kind of forgetting it's always innocent till proven guilty. And
Not if you're famous.
ah ooh all right. Anyways, uh,
Not if you're in
yeah,
Megatron's jail.
yeah, because there's like a lot of like there was a lot of blow up. There was a lot of blow up with a lot of people on Twitter just like went over at Evo was like, oh yo, I don't know. Congrats to Infiltration for the comeback and stuff like that. When it's like, did you read into the full story? Which most people don't. And so yeah, it's out there. All the legality stuff is out there. She just blew up the whole story, and he's still being affected by it, which sucks.
The answer I have in mind, it doesn't get that crazy in reality. It just gets crazy with the allegation that's thrown.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, basically, do you know anything about the Slazo drama?
No, I do not.
No.
Okay, YouTuber called Slap. By the way, all these YouTubers make shit content. Like reading off of fucking Reddit, like fucking. Anyway, Slazo is a YouTuber, and there was someone on Twitter called Che, an ex-girlfriend of his. Che is 18. 18 at the time of this post. Slazo is 20.
Mm-hmm.
Che has a twit logger explaining that she's been having emotional troubles and that the root of them is Slazo because they dated when she was 14 and Slazo was 16.
Okay.
She describes a lot of events that, according to Slazo, literally didn't happen. Slazo responded semi-quickly to this with a video where he said, the only thing I could... She never accuses him of actual rape.
Mm-hmm.
She says that he was coercive and bossy. Slazo says he doesn't think he was. And the closest thing he could think of is one time where he said they should try something, like a sex thing. And she said no, but he, like, verbally kept, like, pushing her, and she said okay.
This is getting dicey, but okay, yeah, I get it.
Anyway, this happens when Slazo's 14. When Slazo's 16, she's 14. 4 years later, she makes this post saying that she's had trauma by this. It comes out that she was in a Discord group with like 10-ish other people that had basically been doing nothing but sitting on this knowledge for about a year. Like people that, if you assume the best, they thought she legitimately thought she had been abused by someone and decided, okay, let's sit on this for a year because we have a plan. We're going to cancel him on Twitter in a year. That's what their goal was.
Mm-hmm.
That's why this whole situation, there's a bunch of things I could branch off from this, but basically one of the people in this chat, Hyojin, was accused of a couple of things that she probably didn't do. Okay, one thing she almost certainly didn't do. One thing she probably didn't do. People accuse her of writing Che's original Twitlonger for her, and no evidence for that. That's just something that came up. But if you hear anyone talking about this, people will say that Hyojin wrote Che's Twitlonger for her. Another thing, people will say that Hyojin abuses dogs. And this source can actually be traced back to one of Hyojin's friends, who she didn't live with. That was another thing people got wrong. She didn't live with this friend. A friend that has not liked Hyojin for a very long time said that Hyojin abused their dog. And that's the only source. And the other two roommates that actually did live with this friend said they're lying because they actually neglected their own dog. They didn't give it the walks they needed. It made mess. It peed and pooped in the house a lot. It didn't know how to be around people. Like, it would bite them a lot. And the original person that made the allegation saying Hyojin abused their dog says that they don't want to talk about it anymore. So when most people say Hyojin abused this person's dog, they're going off this person. This one person that admittedly hates Hyojin has hated her for years, saying that they don't want to talk about the situation anymore. So it stands to reason that the person was looking for any reason to accuse Hyojin of anything, saw that Hyojin was linked with a weird Discord group that was talking up an admittedly unstable person for a year. Big mess. Anyway, Hyojin doesn't abuse dogs. She might have done something bad with Che in what she was doing on Discord and talking her up with this, but she doesn't abuse dogs.
I think that's the
that was
best
fucking
takeaway we
long.
can take out of it. Yes, it was. I don't know why he kept going.
Look, it's a lot of context. That whole shit held a lot of context.
Well, do you guys have anything to say on this topic?
No.
I can't really think of anything.
That J.E. committed suicide.
Well,
but for real, I can't honestly think of. The only thing I could think of was infiltration, but you already talked about it.
Yeah. Oh, man. I swear I just sneezed out like the rest of my brain cells that wasn't lost in that conversation.
fucking. Look, I tried to strike a balance. It's a touchy bit of drama, and I wanted to provide as much context as was necessary.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again, Erwin, for the questions.
Fuck you, Erwin.
No.
God.
You're nice, Erwin. Thank you.
Don't blame him. Monroe gets racist when he's drunk.
What?
I'm tired.
I don't even. What?
Yeah.
Racist? I don't even. Erwin is a faceless internet man.
Yeah, and you're already judging.
I don't even know if he's a man.
You're already judging him by the color of his skin.
I haven't seen his skin. I have zero reference for his skin.
You'll never reach the truth.
This is racism.
I gotta make that edit now.
Jesus Christ. Just how.
I think we got all we had to say about everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just in time for me to get 5 hours of sleep.
Yeah, I know. Oh, if I can. Gotta go.
God, you're not even fucking joking. I've been going to sleep at 4 o'clock the past
Dude,
couple of
it's
nights.
rough. I need to make money in the next couple of days or I get evicted.
Ooh.
You know, it's been hard in these streets, and I've been crying in my sheets. Seriously though, can I respect my stats? I don't. I know I'm funny, but I will trade. The depression trade off isn't great. Ask Robin Williams; he'll tell you.
Well,
Oh my god.
That man is inspiration for a lot of my humor.
I mean, it's a good choice of
His life or
inspiration.
his death?
His life, of course. His death is still sad, but it's still off of the whole thing of comedy of either anything is funny or nothing is funny. And even to the point when I finally pass away, I'm gonna be upset if no one makes one joke about it.
Well, now I'm
That's
thinking
how.
of Steven Hillenberg.
No, yeah, that's a F tier.
See you soon,
Well, to be fair,
Ocean Man.
yeah. Well, to be fair, it's better. It's better that he passed away before what he was gonna see Nick do to his show.
They literally waited a week. A fucking week. A week.
We should
And I
end this
think
recording. It's pretty long.
Let's end
yeah.
this.
Let's end this. Well, I think that's it. Bye, everyone.
thanks
Oh,
for
sorry, this
stopping
ends on the
in.
Hey, if this ended on a depressing.
Happy
note, I'm
birthday to
going.
Ian.
What'd you say, Carlos?
I was just saying happy birthday to Ian McDermott. It was his birthday today.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I don't even know who that is.
Once more,
Same.
the Sith will rule the galaxy.
Oh my god.
Good old
Foolish.
Palpatine.
Foolish little Jedi.
It's okay. The new
Where-
Star Wars will be good as long as he's in it.
I hope it's 2 hours of him talking. All right. Yeah. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace out. Good night. Kill me.
Meh.